Yo, what up? I think that's everything. I got everything set up correctly. All right. Let me get these two up. Gotta get these two windows up, and yeah, we're good to go. What's up, everybody? If you're watching on Instagram, hope you're having a good day. Thanks for stopping by. It's Tuesday, you know. Another day in the life. We're hanging out. I'm running a little late because I always am. I gotta print out orders still. But what's good is I got more, got like a Reptar, like tray card. They're called tray cards, but like the little back papers, those came in. And they came in good. For the first time, they aren't like all messed up, so I'm super hyped on that. Because for some reason, they always came up like all broken. Like the perforation was always kind of weird on them. But I finally got them to give me a run where like, I literally argued with the people that make the paper for like, I think a good like week, just like, no, it's not right. No, it's not right. No, it's not right. And finally they were like, this way? And I was like, yes, thank you. So yeah, it was kind of funny. Yeah, if you know about how graphic design template files and stuff work, just the template they sent me was like all wrong. It was kind of weird. So yeah. So we can get these all printed out so we can start shipping some orders. Actually, I think I have to make more CDs. Oh, I do. Probably shouldn't. Well, I'll print them out still, and then whatever's left over. So I gotta make more orders before I even do anything. But the story of Gregory, dude. What's up, dude? What's up, Groovy? First time here, but a big fan. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. How's your Tuesday going? If you got a second. Thanks for stopping by, dude. And thanks for liking my stuff. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've been, you know, just been making music. Yeah, hopefully I'll get in fact, after the stream, I'm gonna go ahead and email vinyl people to get Monster Tape 1 started. Get that finally in production. I gotta make the final album cover tonight too. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm actually low-key behind on like a billion things right now. I don't know, it's weird because like I will go through moments of just like, oh yeah, I'm all caught up. And then it's like all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not caught up. So yeah. I'm one of my busy moments. Right, 16 orders, yep, looks about right. Dun, 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 dun. Got that. So all of them except Michael. Here we go. Gonna print all these out. T2, T6, and T2, T7. Yeah, I always have to. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, I always have to like print out all the orders in like a certain order, like all the different orders. I mean, I don't know if you can see them because my like thing got cut off on my screen, but I always have to print all these orders and stuff. And so Gregory says, chill, the vibes are immaculate from the music and design. Oh, thank you, dude. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad the vibes are immaculate that I'm putting out. And I'm glad that you. Thanks for listening to him, dude. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, my bad. There's a little like delay from the stream and Instagram. I noticed that. I don't know why that happens, but yeah. What's it called? In your icon, Gregory, are you playing bass or guitar? I can barely see it. I want to print this out. Forgot. But, and I'll talk about my orange chicken french fries. It's on the title of the stream once a couple more people get in here. In story, Gregory says, nice catch, playing guitar. Oh, sick, dude. You got any favorite bands? Lately I've been really into Foxtails, if you're familiar with them. They're like kind of like a female-led screamo group. They're hella good. Someone on the Groovy Kaiju team, and Kimberly, she put me onto them. She's awesome. But yeah, I'm a big Foxtails fan as of lately. But I think my favorite, who's your favorite guitarist too? Mine, I was talking about a stream the other day. I think it's Prince. Speaking of Prince, I've been listening to Hit and Run Phase 2. And because I just bought like a, Zia Records, which is like kind of like a what's it called? It's kind of like the Amoeba of Arizona, Zia. If you're familiar with Amoeba, it's like the biggest record store in LA, but like there's a bunch of them out here in Arizona. Anyways, yeah, so I was at Zia and I saw they had a bunch of Prince CDs, so I bought a bunch of them. And I knew I like pretty much just went through my Spotify playlist of like all my favorite Prince songs. And I didn't realize it, but Hit and Run Phase 2 was actually Prince's last studio album, like of all time before they passed away. And I was like, dude, like that's crazy, because now that I've like, I don't know, I kind of got into Prince kind of late. And now that I'm like super into Prince, I'm like, dude, my favorite album is his last album. That's crazy. That's crazy. To me, that's insane. Because now it makes me extra sad, because I'm like, dude, if they were still around, they would have made more of my favorite albums. You know what I mean? I don't know. Those are just impressive, because a lot of like older artists tend to, like, in my opinion, tend to lose it after a while. Like they end up like just getting with a bunch of like, you know, modern producers and stuff that are kind of just like, you know what I mean? Like they don't get all like the good stuff. Or they kind of just like, you know, like their music was very much of their time. But Sorry Gregory says, hell yeah, I gotta check them. Foxtails. Prince up there for sure. Masayoshi Takanaka, yeah, dude. Did you go to any of their shows when they were touring? Yeah, there's a bunch of people that stopped by the stream that were like, dude, Takanaka, dude, let's go. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, Takanaka's dope. Yeah, really like Brazilian skies, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, Gregory says, damn, I wish. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that stop by. Like I know Iber did, who like stops by the stream every once in a while. And yeah, a bunch of my homies did too. But yo, Skyer, what up, dude? How you doing? How's your Tuesday going, Skyer? Anything new with you? Wait. Uh-huh. I'm just organizing CDs real quick, or organizing the orders to do them in the right order. And I'm finally all caught up on orders after what's it called? Getting such a big rush and like running out of stuff. But now we're all back to normal. And Sky says, good, just enjoying some spaghetti, dude. Hell yeah. Remember the one meme of the guy who's like, somebody touch my spaghetti? I missed that meme. That was a pretty good meme. Yeah, I might make a spaghetti not too long from now. Because I have like a bunch of spaghetti sauce. It's like on my like to make list. That makes sense. I always make spaghetti with like shredded chicken, and it's hella good. But Skyer, since you're the first one here, dude, I did make the orange chicken French fries that I was talking about on Sunday, and they weren't that bad. Like they weren't good, but they weren't bad. Like I'm probably gonna eat them again tonight, but I wouldn't make it again. If that makes sense. Like I'm excited for the leftovers, but this is like it's definitely a yeah. I wouldn't like invite a friend over to try them. You know what I mean? And yo, RHTY, dude, good to see ya. What's up, yogurt? Bing chilling, we back. Oh yeah, dude, we definitely back. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? It's been a little bit. And Gregory says, my old writing buddies and I, last music endeavor was When I First Found You, but that release was not up to the same quality. Oh, dude, no worries. My old writing buddies and I, last music endeavor was When I First Found You. And my release or y'all's release? My bad, Gregory. Either way, though, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you know, there's like the timeline matches up of like you finding my stuff and like you making music. That's dope. This one goes right here. And Skyer says, did you do regular fries or sweet potato fries? I did regular fries, Skyer. I just did like normal, like Ordella, like just, you know, air fryer French fries. They came out, the fries came out too crispy too. That's also just a little awkward. So sweet potato fries, you kind of want them a little more like soggy, just so they're easier to like fork. You know what I mean? So yeah. And RHTY says fire background music. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it's all just my own stuff. Yeah, Ichi Mafia, dude. That's I don't know. I feel like at some point that album's gonna get recognized for what it's worth because it's super dank. But I'm gonna turn on the AC a little bit. It's kind of hot. RSTY, too crispy. Oh, waiter, my lobster is too much butter. Yeah. No, because what happened, RH, I'll just call you RH, but what happened is I made, like carne asada French fries, like when you make I have like Mexican restaurants and stuff, where it's like, just a bunch of carne asada chopped up with like guacamole and like on top of French fries, and it's like hella dank. One of the Chinese food places in my hometown went viral because they made orange chicken French fries. So it was like carne asada fries except with orange chicken. So I did that myself at home. And yeah, I was saying that like, because the orange chicken is crispy and the fries are crispy, when you try to like use a fork, it just doesn't quite work like it would with carne asada fries. Because in carne asada fries, the meat is like not crispy, you know what I mean? So yeah. So it was just kind of like, yeah. The execution of orange chicken French fries isn't as good as you'd think it would be. Or not as good as I thought it was going to be. But it's still pretty good. So Gregory says, up to speed with your jams. We went to buy Dream Pass, the album was Stellar Zone. I envisioned like a space jazz journey, but I don't know if we hit the mark. Oh, I see what you're saying, Gregory, yeah. Dude, yeah, I mean, I feel like I tried to do this exact same thing with Groovy the Galaxy, where it was like supposed to be like a space jazz love adventure. That's what I had an idea for. But yeah, it's, making like space jazz is kind of tough. I don't blame you, dude. Because yeah, I went through the same journey with my music. But that's sick that we're on like the same wavelength though. That's cool, we're, doing that. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Gregory. That's dope. Yeah, I'll have to. Is your stuff online, Gregory? And Galaxy, dude, Galaxy, what up, Groovy Daddy? What are you doing? Oh, just packing orders, dude. Making CDs as usual. In fact, let me do that right now. I'll probably make like 25 Rock Reptars in there. I'll make some One-Shape Zeros. But how about you? How you been? Aren't you? I just saw your story. Aren't you like about to go play a show right now? But RH says, orange chicken French fries. Where's bro at this? I gotta try. I made it myself, and I guess the place that I saw in my hometown, it's called Mr. U, but you have to live in Moreno Valley, California. So it's like kind of like not too far from Riverside, if you're familiar. But unless you're from SoCal, I don't know if you are, but yeah. Oh my God. There we go. It's Zaku, dude. How you doing, Zaku? How you feeling, dude? Did you ever find out what's going on with your job? Talk if I'm allowed to ask on here. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? And Gregory says, yep, on all streaming platforms at Dream Pass. Sick. All right, feature me whenever you watch the VOD. Look up Dream Pass and give them a listen. I love me some space jazz, dude. Thanks for letting me know. And RHTY says, fire. I'll be on the lookout. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, you can just make it at home. I just got some like orange chicken. Like, you can just buy them from like the store. And then I air fried some French fries and it worked. And Zaku says, I'll be at my school for another month at least. Okay, sick. Well, at least you got like, time to like figure it out, you know what I mean? But still don't know where I'm going. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub, dude. Oh yeah, thanks for sharing your Amazon Prime with me, dude. But still don't know where I'm going. I feel you on that, yeah. Well, hopefully they give you some answers soon, because it's kind of like, wow, they're just like, oh, we don't know. But you said they do this every year, right? Or they just kind of like playing too much? And who is it? Yo, how'd you get some food? What's up, who is it? What food you get? How's your Tuesday? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're chilling. Hope you're doing all right. But yeah. And I just gotta get the CD covers. And we're good. One-Shape Zero. Oh, did these fall? Oh no. No, we're good. Okay, we're good. And Jambalaya. Correction, Sad Man Jambalaya. Dang. Well, what makes it sad? Because Jambalaya is dang. In fact, NetNavi from Ichi Mafia, who they were just playing. NetNavi loves Jambalaya, dude. I grew up with it too. My mom used to make a lot of Jambalaya. No seafood? Dang. Is there still jambalaya then at that point? That's a bummer. But it's still, I'm sure, it's probably still dank, right? But either way, I'm glad you got jambalaya. I haven't had jambalaya in so long. I miss jambalaya. And who is it says, yeah, but the seafood makes it worth it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, low-key the seafood is what kind of makes jambalaya worth eating. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, I messed up the fold. Wait, how's it Tuesday otherwise? Zaku Jebediah? That's comedy. Jambalaya with no seafood just makes it Jebediah. And Gregory says, damn, y'all are making me hungry. Yeah, I don't know. Every stream we end up talking about food for like half the stream. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, since I already brought up the orange chicken french fries. Wait, what are we talking about today? Let's check. Oh, yeah, duh, June just started. Well, what month is it? Well, I mean, it's Pride Month, dude. We talked about that last time. What other months is it? Oh, dude, yesterday was Dinosaur Day, dude. Dang. But who is it? Says, good, just went to the arcade, and now I'm about to watch some hockey. Oh, you like hockey? No way. That's sick. I used to go to hella, like, Ducks games. Because my homegirl used to, she used to, work in sports. Or she used to work in sports. Like, she just got a new job. But yeah, I actually got to go to, the Honda Center with them in, one of the suites with the company hookup through my friend. It was pretty sick. And Zaku said, this fool said, June just started. What month is it? I know, my bad. I be talking too fast. Well, this is on the wrong place. That's why I'm like, where is space? And Galaxy says, how was that jazz show you went to? Dude, the jazz night out here in Phoenix is so dank. It's so sick every time. Yeah, it went okay. The people that were supposed to go with me, they bailed. So they weren't feeling good. So I just went solo, and it was a good time, dude. Yeah, the performers were dope. Honestly, I kind of liked the music. So it was it's like a 10 out of 10 show. It's such a good show every single time. But if I'm comparing, now that it's my third one, I think I like the second one, so the one I just went to last time, the most. In terms of the performances. But it was still a good time, dude. Everyone was vibing, people were dancing. Jazz was sick. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for asking, dude. And Darwinism real quick says, good to see you, Darwinism. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Tuesday? Goldberg all day. Quack, quack, quack. Hell yeah, dude. Quack, 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 dude. But Galaxy also says the venue looks lit. Yeah, Club Contact out here in Phoenix is pretty dope. It's super dope. It was one of the places I wanted to throw a show at just because it would hella fit a Future Funk vibe because it has a bunch of disco balls on the top. And I don't know, but it's a really big venue. It's a huge venue. You have to really go crazy on the ads to fill it out. I think it's 350 cap. Oh, at the same time, Galaxy, what's the capacity? Yeah, I think it's 350 cap. You played bigger shows though. But I mean, I don't know what your budget is and stuff. And Galaxy says just call it Funk Disco Night and people will come. Maybe. I don't know, in LA, I'm so LA show brained that I don't know, out in LA, dude, it's competitive. It is competitive. So yeah. So I'm still I'm scared to do a show where I, know I don't have the upper hand, if that makes sense. On the capacity and all that. So yeah. But yeah. Plus, what's it called? Yeah, I was talking to Zaku about this. I'm waiting for the right time to do shows again. Because I think I have it in me to do another one to start over, to start a new show series. But at the same time, I was looking at I don't know, because Phoenix also is interesting because it gets so hot. It's October, November, December are the best time to run shows. But it's also holiday time. So it's kind of this awkward, you kind of have to pick your pick your time right. That avoids the holidays, but also avoids the summer. So you'll only have like spring and fall to make shows happen out here. But even then, like fall also has like Thanksgiving and stuff. So you really only have spring. And Galaxy says, we just finished filming a music video. I was noticing on your story you were doing something. I was asking about it. How'd it go? I'm excited to see it. So I've been wanting to get into like making music videos, but I just, no budget or like time. Galaxy says it went really well. We're really excited. Heck yeah, dude, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I'd be super excited too. Dun, dun. That's what's up, dude. When are you gonna drop it, Galaxy? If you're allowed to say. You gonna edit it or is someone else gonna edit it for you? Yeah, but what else is going on? See what are all the months? Okay. Oh, what? I guess June is African American Appreciation Month. Let's go. Gonna get appreciated this month. Let's go. Let's go. But Galaxy says, I don't know. I was trying to drop it before my 2. I'm coming in shows middle of July. So 6 probably at the end of summer. I have like 6 songs in the chamber, but I'm getting faster at writing them. I made 1 song in like 3 sessions, and now it's taking me like 3 months to get it kind of fast. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Yeah, the more you make music, the better you'll get it over time. So I'm glad to hear that you're able to like. I've been working hard and writing music at least 3 or 4 times a week. 3 to 4 hour sessions is getting more fun each time. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, because once you start getting good at it, and it's like you kind of understand what's going on, then it becomes more fun because then you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to hear that music's coming to you, and you're able to like make some tunes, dude. Heck yeah. I like finding new sounds and saving them. Oh yeah, dude. Same here. That's what I love about sampling, is that you can just be like living your everyday life, and like sometimes you'll just hear like a sound and you're like, oh shit, that's dope. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a song, it could just be like a sound. And Cherry Cola, good to see you. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? But orange chicken fries, ooh, that sounds good. Yeah. So I was saying in the last stream that I was gonna make them. I made them myself, and what I did is I made a Instant Pot shredded chicken. So I made that myself, and I like seasoned it with a bunch of like MSG, like ginger, a bunch of Asian spices. And then I had like leftover orange sauce from the last time I made orange chicken, and I just poured it on there. The chicken came out perfect. And then I just made like air fryer French fries, and I put the orange chicken in there, and it was okay. I wouldn't make it again, but it was kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. So I wouldn't like actually recommend making it, but it's not bad. But yeah, I got the idea because of my hometown Chinese food place went like low-key viral for making that. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat it again for leftovers after streaming. I'm pretty excited, low-key. Oh my god. I think this is broken or just bent weird. And Gregory says, got a bounce, didn't realize these were live on Insta, gonna be back for sure. Hey, thank you, dude. Well, dude, thanks for stopping by for a little bit. Enjoy the rest of your night, and yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Take it easy, Gregory. And Cherry Cola says, that sounds amazing. How's your hair doing? My hair's doing good, actually. Yeah, I've been doing like the weekly, like remember the stuff I showed you? Like the spray? Been doing that once a week, and it's been working out pretty good, not gonna lie. Yeah, thanks for checking in. Yeah, it's been doing all right. I kind of have like a better system for it, I feel like. And Roses, hello, how's it going? How's your Tuesday going, Roses? And Cherry Cole says, that's amazing. Yeah. How's your hair doing, Cherry Cola? Do you also have locks? Or do you have like the equivalent of locks? I know you said you had a partner that did. And like your whole family does or something. Nope, lol. Okay, yeah. No worries. And Jericho says, yeah, my ex does. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to bring it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cherry Cola. But Rosa says, it's been good. I'm glad to hear your Tuesday's been going good. Roses. Anything exciting happened since Sunday? And Cherry Cola says, it's okay. Okay, my bad. It's okay, lol. Heck yeah. And so it's also a audiobook month. Do y'all like audiobooks? Does anyone listen to audiobooks? I've been trying to get into them, but they're just so long, dude. That's where I kind of tap out. And the thing that I don't like about audiobooks is that, like, if I'm happy with the audiobook and I'm like, this book's kind of whack, then it's like, I can't like skip pages or anything. You kind of have to like just, yeah, I mean. And Cherry Cola says, I've been wearing my hair as an afro. Oh, sick. I kind of miss having an afro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Afros are kind of underrated. I miss my afro sometimes. It was a lot easier to maintain too, low-key. Who is it says, I don't do audiobooks, physical reading is better. Yeah, I kind of like physical reading more. Do you like Kindles? Who is it? How do you feel about Kindles? Because I like books, but like when I move, oh my god, I'm a stretch freak right now, Cherry Cola. But moving with books is like so annoying. Ugh. Cherry Cola with the dancing dino emojis. Heck yeah. And Rosa says, my favorite story is in the form of an audio story so I can enjoy it. I'm more of a listener than anything. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing that is nice about when you listen to like a narrative audiobook is that they'll do all the different voices for all the different characters and stuff. That's pretty cool. Because it adds like a whole other like level to reading. Because you know when you read, you kind of like imagine what they look like and you imagine different voices for them. But audiobook, it kind of like makes it like more true to like, I don't know, you can just feel it more, I feel like, in an audiobook. So yeah. And who is it says, I don't know since I've never tried a Kindle. Yeah, Kindles are pretty dope. I kind of don't want Kindle particulars because I like buying my books and getting like a PDF or like an EPUB. And Kindle doesn't really like, they want you to use Amazon's like stuff. But what I like about a Kindle, because I read a lot of books for like information, is that Kindle will let you export all your highlights out into an actual like, a single file. So I like that a lot because like, for example, I read a bunch of like books on like hiring before I like found Kimberly to help out with stuff. And it was nice to, rather than having to reread the entire book again, I could just look at my highlights and be like, oh yeah, I remember that book said this and this and this. Yeah, I mean, rather than having to like go through the book, find it, write down all the highlights one by one, look at them all again, or reprocess the information. You know what I mean? It was kind of like mostly there for the most part. So it was really nice. But cool. Now I just need like a couple more trade cards. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I want to get like a better e-reader. That's not a Kindle, but I don't got e-reader money. Not gonna lie. Yeah, all my money is about to go to Monster Tape 1 vinyl. Every last penny. So yeah. But in fact, I think also after stream, I'm gonna go ahead and make the album cover for Monster Tape 1 and yeah, send it off to the vinyl people. Be like, yo, this is it. Speaking of this, I want to go back and rewatch the Michael Jackson "This Is It" documentary. I remember that coming out like when I was a kid and being like, this is cool. But now I feel like I can appreciate it a lot more as an adult. I remember, yeah, I don't know. Michael Jackson, man. This guy says, I keep hearing people recommend a Kobo Libra Color over a Kindle. It's expensive, but apparently worth it. You know, Skyer, it's funny you mentioned that because yeah, actually I spent like a good like hour just like watching videos of like e-reader reviews that aren't Kindles on ×2 speed. And I saw the same thing. The Cobra Libra Color was like pretty dope. But yeah, it is like ridiculously expensive. There's another one, I guess like Rakuten makes one that people recommend a lot. That's pretty good. But yeah. But that one was like the best in terms of like if you read like a book a week, then it's like you should get like that. But I think there's another one that's like not color that's a lot cheaper. That's like just as good. But that's definitely one of the best ones. If you're like don't want to have a Kindle like me. So yeah. That's 6 guy. That's cool you also know about that. We have the same like niche ball knowledge. Let's go. Oh dang, I was 1 CD short. 25. It's fine. But now I gotta order more. I was kind of mad, y'all, because pretty much all the CDs are in like these like little containers like this. And the people that make the CD disc for me, they gave me a big stack of Radical Reptar, and I was like, dope. So with the stack I just made, I was like, cool, I got all these Radical Reptar CDs, but I'm running out of Groovy of the Galaxy. Let me order Groovy of the Galaxy, and then, you know, I'll be fine. You know, I did the math. And then I was going through the stack of CDs, and like literally the first like 5 Radical Reptar, the rest was Groovy of the Galaxy. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So now I have way too many Groovy of the Galaxy, and I just ran out of Radical Reptar. I have like the biggest first world problems when it comes to being a musician. Is it a first world problem? I don't know. Actually, that's I think it's a valid problem, maybe. But yeah, but it's kind of silly. But yeah, I really do feel like my own Amazon warehouse employee, dude. I feel like I keep running into like problems. My buddies at Amazon, like, oh yeah, we ran into that problem too. And who is this? So that mean we need to buy those CDs up to free up some space? Low-key, I mean, not right now. What's funny, you mentioned that, who is it? Because I think low-key, not even gonna lie. So if you, over here, this is all my tapes. I have way too many tapes, like a ridiculous amount of tapes. And like, it's just, I don't know, the way the universe works or something. But I bought all those tapes, and my tapes I was selling like 4 or 5 tapes a week, you know what I mean? And now I'm lucky to sell 1 a week. So I'm like, dude, I have all these tapes. I only sell like 1 a week now. Oh no. I think just people stopped buying tapes, which makes sense because the people that were buying tapes have like older cars, but all those older cars just kind of, you know, they're breaking down. You know what I mean? So people are less likely to buy the tape because I feel like the cars don't have tape players anymore. And there are some people that do like listening to tapes, like on their like day-to-day. Like I know Zico from First Class Collective, they're a big tape dude. Anyways, I say all this to say that I think for my, I guess, preview for my birthday, I think I'm gonna do like a ridiculous like $5 tape sale or something, because I need to make space for Monster Tape 1. Because when I get all those, it's gonna, I'm gonna, yeah. So almost, who is it? Like, probably not CDs, but tapes. If anyone wants to start a tape collection, that's probably when my birthday sale is gonna be. I'm like, hey, it's my birthday, please buy tapes. Help me make space for Monster Tape 1 for my birthday. I'd appreciate it. If you don't mind. I'll give you something else too. I'll give you like a, yeah. And who is it says noted? All right, sick, yeah. Yeah, my birthday is in July. So it's next month. That's crazy. I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh, dang, next month. Yeah, I gotta come up with a good birthday plan too. But thanks for noting. Who is it? I appreciate it, yeah. Thanks for noting that. But yeah, I know I said I'll probably do $5 per tape, because I might sell them because I have so many they're not selling. I might sell them at like the slight loss just to get them out the door. Because I have like, let's say like 200 tapes of Radical Reptar, Monster Tape 0, and whatever. Not whatever. Oh my god, it's my music. What do you mean whatever? From the Galaxy. That is a long title name. That is a long album title. Too many syllables. But Rosa says, "Oh, July, that's nice." Yeah, yeah. I like so. Okay. Real quick rant. Summer birthday, kind of goated. Having a birthday in the summer is so dope because when you're a kid, think about it. You get presents during Christmas and then presents during your birthday. So you get an equal distribution of presents every 6 months. That's pretty dope. It's not gonna lie, it's pretty dope. And you can go to different places. Like, nothing's ever closed during the summer. You can go to theme parks, go to the beach. Like, you have so many options of what you can do on your birthday that's fun and everyone's down for it. But sucks about summer birthday. School. When you're in elementary school and your birthday's in the summer, school don't give a shit about your birthday. How dare you be born during the summer? Because I remember literally my entire elementary school life, all my friends got to celebrate and go do the birthday thing they did every month for all the all the September birthdays, all the October birthdays, where they all got cake and Kool-Aid, and they got to skip class for an hour to celebrate their birthday. I never got that. I never got to celebrate my birthday at school. It was so mad, dude. I was always so mad, so jealous for 18 years of my life. Actually, it wasn't first 13. That wasn't jealous, but I was damn, this is kind of unfair. This is kind of unfair to me. And my birthday parties as a kid, when you have if you're born during the school year and you have a birthday party, you invite all your friends from school, they show up because they see you every day. But when you're in middle school and your birthday in July rolls around, it's we didn't have cell phones and stuff, so it's maybe your best friend would show up, but none of your school friends would ever show up because they either A, they wouldn't know, or B, they didn't forget because they're being a kid and it's they don't see you every day anymore. So it's yeah. Summer birthday kind of sucks until you're 18. Once you're 18, then it's oh, summer birthday is the best ever. And again, you get the equal distribution of presents, but yeah, it's pros and cons. But I don't know, that's my rant. But Zaka says my birthday is in September. Got a Virgo. Yeah, so I got my month. And then the high holidays. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's the thing, is that you had just all the presents at once, and then just radio silence for 9 months, right? So that's pretty cool. They're probably just you're a nonstop high for a good what is that a good, I guess that's a 4-month period. No, 3-month period. Just so yeah. So I feel you on that. But Rosa says, I was just about to say that's cool. January throughout the month is people coming back from work and stuff for the holidays. Plus the cold, I'm not a fan of. The summer break to get away with that. To be fair, yeah. So I feel bad for January birthdays. My my little brother is born, I think, December 28th, and his birthday, we always celebrate in February because everyone was spent all their money on Christmas presents. No one had any money at that point. So we gave literally our entire family 2 months to then celebrate his birthday. So his birthday has always been a bummer. And my buddy, one of my closest friends, Tyler, we used to be roommates in college too. His birthday, I think, is December 26th. So it's the day after Christmas. I feel bad for those birthdays, because then people are oh, it's your Christmas and birthday present, haha. It's no, dude, how you give me one present? That's crazy. So I don't know. But yeah, summer break is that's true, yeah. But Who's it says my birthday's in January, so the whole celebrating Christmas to birthday 1 month later is chaos. Yeah, Who's exactly. Look, I was just saying, yeah. January birthdays, I feel bad for y'all. I feel that's December, January is probably the worst birthday months in terms of being a kid. You know what I mean? It's the most rough. But yeah. Which, thinking about it, sorry to go on a little extra rant. It's actually kind of funny if you think about it. Because based on your sun sign, which I don't know, I'm not a big sun sign guy, but your sun sign would be Capricorn, which is all about scarcity, hard work, brutal, sucks to suck, life is tough, get over it. And your birthday is just where everyone's it's Christmas, who cares? You know what I mean? Life sucks, get over it. If you're a kid, oh man. The astrology be astrologing sometimes. But yeah. But no, January birthdays, I feel bad for y'all. that's a rough one. But that's why my family would always do it. Like we'd wait till like February. But yeah, I'm sure yours is chaos though. Who is it? Just like so many presents at once. Yeah, it's like 1 second you're eating Christmas ham, the next second you're eating birthday cake. One on each fork. But yeah, Rosa says, my family's on the opposite lately. They've been wanting to gift me things after the holidays, but I don't mind. I just wanted the cake. Yeah, well, I feel you on that. That's cool they like considered that. But I mean, that makes it kind of cool too, because then like on your birthday, you can get just the cake and then get presents like a proper party. Or if your family's really about it, do cake twice. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. What if you got 2 celebrations? That would be dope. Has that ever happened, Roses, where you got 2 birthday celebrations? That'd be kind of wild. Mellow music. Oh, I gotta hang now. What was I gonna say something else. I forgot. But yeah, and that's the thing too. I don't know. I do want to have kids someday, but I'm always thinking like, all right, how do I not screw them over on the birthday? Like I don't think you can choose really. I don't think you really can choose when you're gonna have the baby, but I'm trying to think like, okay, they gotta keep it low key until I think I did the math of like, not to like I think like October, September is when then it's like, okay, now we could actually try. But until then, any other birthday, I don't know. I don't want to screw this kid over. But yeah. But who is it says like Rose, I skipped Roses. No, not really, since the date's also like mid-January. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're right on the border where it's like debatable. Should we celebrate later or not? Oh, Rose, yeah, that's a tough decision. But yeah. And who is it says, here's the irony, December 25th, January 25th, not enough time to calculate what to get in here, hoping there's no snow. Oh, that is wild. Yeah, it's exactly 31 days, or 30 days. Huh. Yeah, that's a... Yeah, and the snow, I'm sure, it like adds an extra element. Because then it's like, who can come visit if it's like snowing? But Simply a Dale, yo, what up, dude? Yo, your birthday's in the summer too, right? You got any opinions on being a summer birthday? Roses and Who Is It are during January, so I've been like, I'm so sorry, your birthday's in January. So Simply Dale, did your school ever celebrate your birthday in elementary school? Because I was complaining about how they would never, like everyone else who had their birthday during the school year got to celebrate at school. I never celebrated my birthday at school. Like they would have like a little like cake and Kool-Aid thing. You can go to like the lunchroom. I never got to experience that. I don't even know what it looked like because I never got to go. So I don't know if your school did that. I was like jealous as a kid. But I gotta sign more Monster Tape Zeros right now. Oh, it's also Beautiful in Your Skin month. Aw. Hell yeah. It's Pride month and Beautiful in Your Skin month. Let's go. It's actually one thing I learned too. So I think I was telling you I was learning a lot about like Islamic Empire history. And the concept of beauty to them was like way different in that like they found beauty in everything. Like, I mean, not to be rude, but they're like, even if you're like, not to be rude, but even if you're like the most ugliest person in the earth, your eyes are so beautiful. Like they always try to find beauty in no matter what you looked like or who you were. And they would focus on that more than like anything else. Or that's like, a lot of art. Like how that's how they would write their art and stuff. Of course, that's not how everyone acted, but you know what I mean? Like that was like the concept they carried. Is that there was not like a beauty standard, but rather it's like there's beauty in everything. You have to just find it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I try to keep that in mind these days. And Vinny says, yup, that's what's up. Hey, hell yeah, dude. Well, I'm glad you agree, yeah. No, because that's something I've been trying to keep in mind lately. Because I was thinking about that, what was I thinking about? I don't know, I saw something the other day that I was like, I wouldn't normally be into this, but I could see the beauty in it, so maybe it's worth trying. Does that make sense? Because like I feel like this is like kind of against what I would want, but not that I'm trying to like deny myself of my own preferences, but you know what I mean? I don't know. But Simply Dale says, oh damn, I wish, Lamau. No, we'd all we get is a happy birthday and go about our day. When it comes to my birthday, though, I like to think of the analogy of like the rebirth of a phoenix. Oh, so whoa. Simply Dale got the rebirth birthday. That's wild. Yo, what happened? You got like an anime birthday, dude? What's going on, dude? What's going on with your birthday, dude? That's crazy. And Vinny says, W stream for me. I thank you, dude. Well, how you been, Vinny? It's been a little bit. How you doing? This looks dope. Took a big step the other day. I'm making huge changes. Got a membership at a boxing gym. Hey, got a new job at a corporate office. How you doing, Kaiju? Hey, thanks for letting me know, dude. Dude, congrats on the boxing gym. Boxing's dope, dude. It's also like hella good exercise. NetNavi, who I made the song with, they used to do a lot of boxing. And yeah, it was dope. Oh, there we go, boom. And got a job at a corporate office. That's what's up. That's what's up. What kind of corporate stuff you doing, Vinny, if you don't mind me asking? But how am I doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, I woke up today. Woke up kind of late. My sleep's been so bad, dude. Like last week I only slept like 4 hours a night. So I've just been working a lot. And just getting distracted, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't want to discredit the fact that, no, I do work a lot. Like I think I work like 45 to 50 hours a week. Like just locked in at this computer. Like not including like breaks or anything, like locked in. 40 hours, 45, 50 hours a week. Because I like track all my time just so I like don't end up getting too distracted, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I've been trying to get my sleep better. So I'm doing good. I'm feeling great today because I slept a lot better. Because I've made myself to sleep. So yeah. But Simply Dale says it's cheesy for sure, but it's only because, oh yeah, so referring to the rebirth birthday Phoenix, it's cheesy for sure, but it's only because my birthday falls on the first day of summer. Father's Day is a bonus. Wait, will be a bonus. Oh yeah. So wait, I got no kids yet that I know of. Not kidding. That you know of. But yeah, that'll be pretty sick. But no, that's valid. That's super valid. And again, not to hit you with my own spiritual stuff, but also your birthday is a special day in astrology because it's like sets the tone for like the whole next that year of your life or that how old you are. So yeah. So I would agree because it's like there is like a shift, like I don't know. It's like almost it's kind of like a clock tick almost on your birthday for some reason. At least that's what I believe, but you know what I mean. I make jazz beats. What do I know? But Tiara says, "What do you do?" Oh, in terms of like that I'm staying up so late. A lot of times it's just working on music stuff, dude. A lot of it's like what did I do last week? Last week was a lot of oh god dang it. Last week I had to fix the Monster Kingdom. Oh yeah, so James, I guess they were having like one person was having issue accessing the Monster Kingdom. So I like actually ended up writing a bunch of code, like self-wrote the code to like override the Shopify thing I was using to give people access to it. And now it runs way faster, like way faster. So that was something I did till like 4 a.m, was fixing that. So now if you would visit the Monster Kingdom website, it's like 10 billion times faster. It's crazy. Just to like log in and stuff at least. And lately it's been a lot of getting Kimberly all set up. So I've been filming lots of videos of myself explaining how to do various things. Oh, and I wrote an email for, yeah, I had a lot of stuff, Tiara. It's like all over the place. But Vinny says, oh shit, man, my sleeping been mad lately too. Don't be too hard on yourself. Work is generally tiring, whether we realize or not. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing that. Makes me happy. I'm making business sales. Oh, dude, you're working in sales? That's sick. Yeah, I watched a lot of video of like salespeople. I mean, I heard it's like, it could be a real hit or miss job. Like depending on the sales team, it can like be like sucky and everyone's just like, you got that juice, bro? Got that juice. It's like very like culty. But on the right sales team, it's like, you know, you're just like slapping high fives, making a shit ton of money with your homies, you know what I mean? So yeah. But I hope you're having a good time doing sales. It's something I would like to do one day, but I'll try out. But I don't know. I'm bad at like speaking sales. But I don't know. Somebody else says exactly for the birthday. Heck yeah. Galaxy says my birthday's Friday. Dude, happy early birthday. You got any fun plans for your birthday, Tiara Galaxy? I know you're the same person, but yeah. And Vinny says AT&T corporate office in Portland. Oh, dude, I got like hella homies in Portland. And It's dope because I get paid hourly and on top of my commission, so it's stable and safe. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point of like slapping high fives with their homies, making hella money. Yeah, if you're making sales, dude, those commissions can be crazy. Excuse me. Especially because if you're doing corporate, you're probably doing like business stuff, right? Where you're like selling to other companies of like, you should use AT&T internet for your business. That'll be $1 billion, please. Right? That'll be $1 million. But Simple Dale says, ooh, if anything, it's going to be something I'll keep in mind to see what happens. And yeah, so to be fair, Simple Dale, it wouldn't be like a on the day, like, my whole life changed. But, you know, it's like something you'll slow, like, if you don't mind me asking, Simple Dale, how old are you turning? Like, age-wise? Like, this is like the easiest, no matter what you are, I could tell you. But Simple Dale says, happy early birthday to Dr. Dynamite. I hope when Friday comes, you'll have the best day of the week. Oh, heck yeah. No, dude, for real. I hope, same. I agree with Simply Dale. I hope you have an awesome birthday, dude. We're turning 25. So when you're 25, dude, or I guess, are you 25 right now, or are you going to turn 25? My bad. So are you 24 right now, or are you 25 right now, turn 26? Turning 25? Okay. So yeah, when you do turn 25, so this year is like a big year of like your identity, in theory. It could be different because you'd have to know someone's entire everything to like look at it. But in theory, this should have been like a year where you're like setting up the foundation for like the next 12 years of your life. And then next year would be a money year. So either you're going to spend a lot of money or you're going to make a lot of money. You might get like a raise or something. But something about money is going to happen next year. Like I have a buddy that's trying to move to Japan, and I think they're 37, so like it's the same thing in astrology. And yeah, they're spending a shit ton of money because they're, you know, getting their visa, they're getting like the new place, they're blah 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 blah. So yeah, because they're moving to Japan. So yeah. And Vinny says, yep, we sell Wi-Fi and phone lines to big businesses. I haven't started yet, and on top of my hobbies. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling. See, I had a feeling you're selling to business clients. If I'm not mistaken, that's where the real money comes. B2B sales. That's when the real money comes in because like the deals are so huge. That's sick. I haven't started yet, and on top of my hobbies, I want to make music. Oh, want music to say priority, but yes, I was making a bunch of money with my. Heck yeah, happy birthday to you all, dude. We love to hear it, Vinny, dude. Get that bag, dude. Get that bag, dude. But I'm sorry, yeah. On top of my hobbies, I want to make music. Oh yeah. I think I want to make music a priority too. Yeah, dude. I mean, the thing that's beautiful about music, if you think about it, like, dude, Herbie Hancock, I think he's like 87 or something wild like that. Music ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? So like, get your bag and then buy some wild music gear, you know what I mean? Or something like that. But Simple Dale says, shit, college loans might be the money event, but I did get a raise this year, so hopefully again next year, who knows? Yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know. Anything could happen. But yeah, after your birthday, just keep an eye out for like money increases or like big spending, because that tends to be the theme. Or like if you were to like to finish your college loans next year, then yeah, that would be what's it called? That would match up pretty well. I think, did I finish my college loans that year? I think I might have actually, funny enough. Let me check. I would have been. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. When I was 25, that was 2020. Oh yeah, I did. I did finish my college loans that year. Yeah, because I was working in tech and I was making enough that I like banked up enough to pay off my last college loan. I think it was like October, like right after my birthday that year. That's funny. So yeah. But yeah, that year, and that's also when I started running ads for the first time. So I was spending a ton of money, like trying to figure out how ads work and stuff. So yeah, so it matched for me. But Dark Ray, yo, what up, Dark Ray? How you doing? It's been a little bit. How you feeling? It hasn't been a little bit. It's just, you know, I mean, it's been like a week. How you doing, Dark Ray? And Vinny says, dude, yes, I love your work and couldn't appreciate the vibes more. Oh, thank you. Your influence inspire more than you know. Give yourself props. Hell, King Kaiju. Thank you, Vinny. I really, really appreciate that. That's so nice, dude. Thank you. Yeah, dude. I've been trying to, I mean, if I may, I've been trying to get better at like celebrating myself more. That makes sense. Something I try to tell people, like people sometimes come in the chat and I'm like, dude, like that happened. go make sure to celebrate, because no one's gonna do that for you. You know what I mean? So thank you, Vinny. I 100% agree. Give yourself props. But I'm glad I can inspire you. That's like super awesome. So I feel like that's like the two highest forms of like musical or just artistic compliment, I think, are like A, I told a friend, or B, you inspired me to make art myself. Those are like the two biggest compliments. So thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Also on that note, too, Roses, I know super random. If you're still watching, Roses, I mean, I know you are, but there was one stream where we were talking, Roses, where you were like, oh, like I wish I could support more. I mean, and I forgot if I said this out loud, but keeping it real, because I have to do so much business stuff. In order for someone to listen to Groovy Kaiju and like to become like a fan of Groovy Kaiju, technically, like if you were to look at all the business numbers, it costs about like $9. So every time you tell a friend about another artist, it's as if you give that artist $9, low key. At least in my business, it would be about $9. Taylor Swift's probably even more because she's way bigger. But you know what I'm saying? So like, just something to keep in mind. If you're like, I wish I could support more, like the easiest way is just tell a friend. And like monetarily, I can tell you, it's like as if you get that artist like you bought an album just by telling your friend. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Because even if you think about it, like if they become a fan on Spotify, if you look at your Spotify Wrapped, like I would add up how much streams I would give an artist, and I noticed what's kind of crazy is I noticed my top artist usually has been Pink Pantheress. If you calculate the money in streams, I give her about like $2 a year, which is kind of like sad because I listen to so much Pink Pantheress. But if you expand it over my entire life, you know what I mean, you probably add up to about like $10, $20. Just because a friend one day was like, literally I was in Toronto, my buddy Pizza was like, we should check out Pink Panthers. So he just literally made Pink Panthers. And then I went to a show and stuff like that. So it's more, you know what I mean? Anyways. But so just something to keep in mind. And Rosa says, oh, I didn't see it that way until now. Yeah. Because like otherwise to like get someone to listen to artists, like if for example, back in the day you used to go on tour and stuff to like get their name out there or like to open for another band. Like you like to this day, to this day, artists will pay to be open for like bigger artists just to get their name in front of other like their fans. So that costs money. So like if you would add it all up, it's about $9. Yeah, for a person just to get your name in someone else's what's it called? If somebody else says, oh, that's neat. Okay, I'm glad to hear that's like interesting information. Yeah, because that's one thing I've been thinking about too, is that like, yeah, just, you know, it's something to keep in mind. So just, yeah. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helpful. But Vinny says, no brag, but yeah, trust your posts have been shared plenty of times before I ever hopped on the live. Oh, well, thank you, Vinny. I appreciate you sharing my stuff around and like, oh man, this guy, you know, he's doing this and that. That's cool, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, Vinny, so do you have like big music plans coming up? Because like one thing I was my brother's trying to do art stuff right now. And you know, it's cool you're doing corporate sales because low-key with my art stuff, it's been like, I was doing engineering, saved up a ton of money. Then like various things happened, but pretty much because I was able to save up a ton of money, I was like, I used it all at Groovy Kaiju. And now we're here. Yeah. Not that just, you know, I bought my way into it, but yeah, gave me the foundation I needed to like really figure it out. If that makes sense. But yeah. Yeah, if y'all ever get the chance, that's something that's been, I'm gonna pull it up right now. I know in the Monster Kingdom I put my Spotify results. Hey, thank you, Peter.
New merch order from Peter.
If you're watching, Peter, let me know. I'll pack it right now. Because now the Monster Kingdom, I coded to be faster, which also is kind of hilarious because I sent the whole story to James about it, but because like the one person I wasn't working for. But what was funny is pretty much like the people that wrote the code, they just wrote it in a way that was like really slow. So I ended up like, I found that there was like a thing that lets you like, hey, do you want to write your own code to make it do what you want? And I was like, yes. And I sent James the whole like, you went to school for computer science, right? So I sent like a whole like O notation of like, see, well, the original developers coded an O of n squared time. And because I used to be a performance engineer, I rewrote their logic to be O of n. So it literally is exponentially faster now. And James was like, what? I was like, yeah. Anyways, Vinny says, you have a small project coming up. The only thing I could use is like a linear, eerie, liminal waiting room for the album cover. The album's gonna be immaculate. Oh, dude, that's Honestly, that's not too hard to find, no? My bad if that's wild to say, but I have like hella homies that make like liminal stuff. I mean, I don't think they would charge you, but if you need like, one of my homies, like deadass, like they have like a whole folder on their phone of just like, that's like the thing they like to do, is just like to take liminal photos. So if you're looking, if you can't find one, you can't make one yourself, let me know. I know hella homies that could like, I'm sure wouldn't mind send you a photo for your album cover. But the vibes gonna be immaculate, dude. I'm excited to hear them when they're out. I'm trying to see my Spotify thing, but I gotta do all this login stuff. The shop app is like, oh my, there we go. Log in. But definitely not hard, but trying to find the right one, you know, I feel it. I wanted abandoned stuff, but damn, getting hookups from Kaiju, I made it mom from the mountain. No, Erie, you're good, dude. I mean, oh my god, Erie, Benny, I read your message as I was talking. But yeah, no, it's chilling. But yeah, I don't know, just, you know, I got my email in my bio and stuff, so feel free to hit me up whenever. Yeah, I can ask around for you. You get me a guy, I'll get him and you a personal revenue. All right, for sure. Well, I think I'm literally going to see him on Friday, so I'll ask him about it. Yeah, future me when I watch the VOD, don't forget to ask the homie with the liminal photos for that. Let me find this. I put my Spotify Wrapped results in here somewhere. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here it is. Bruh. Yeah, so... Oh, it doesn't say the number of streams you given this year. Whack. Because I remember it used to tell you how many streams you like gave a certain artist, but I guess this year it didn't. That's all her rap. I don't know. Well, I guess I listened to Pink Panthers for 3.5 thousand minutes. Each song is like 2 minutes for her at least. By 2 times 0.0032. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I gave Pink Panthers $5.60 this year, and I'm her 20,000th biggest listener. Just gotta like cry, like, you know, Spotify doesn't pay that well in the whole world. But yeah, Vinny, okay, I gotta get back to work. If you're still on when I'm back, I'll see you then. If not, most definitely keep the grind. Much love, Kaiju. Yeah, hit you around, Vinny, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And you keep up the grind as well, and much love to you too, dude. But yeah, I know. But I don't know if that's... I think it's interesting. Because, like, you know, if you think about it, you give Spotify like $10 a month. That's like $120 a year. But then over the whole year, I gave Pink Panthers only $5 of those dollars. So I'm like, damn, where'd the other $115 go? You know what I mean? So yeah. And I'll tell you where it went. I watched Spotify's Investor Day. It all went to audiobooks and podcasts. Apparently. So yeah. But I'm rambling. It's also, what month is it? Of course it's Pride Month. I said like 10,000 times already. It's Cucumber Month. Do y'all like cucumbers? Not cucumbers. I like eating cucumbers just like plain. Like getting them chopped up, just eat them like that. They're pretty good. That and zucchini are both hella good, just as like little slices. Like I sometimes will get into like these like phases where I'm like, yo, vegetables though. Where I'm like, I'll spend like a whole like month. Like I used to eat just like bell peppers. That was like my thing. So I was just eating like chopped up bell peppers. I was like, yo, this is dank. And one day I was like, I'm kind of tired of pickle first. Who is it says, barely, I'm more of a pickle person. Rosa says, I like pickles. Hell yeah. Newport and I have this inside joke. It's kind of a meme, but have you seen the meme where the guy, like it's like a New York like bodega guy, he's like giving out, like people will come and buy a lighter, and he always just give them like funny lighters to see how the person reacts. Like it'll give like this really macho buff dude like a pink lighter. He's like, I want no pink lighter. You know what I mean? But there was one where he gave him a lighter with a pickle on it. The guy was like, pickle? I don't want no pickle. He's like freaks out. Like, I want no pickle. But yeah, it's just hella funny. So yeah, so whenever me and Newport hear pickles, we're like, pickle? I don't want no pickle. Rosa says, but when they have cucumbers, I enjoy them for how fresh tasting they are. Exactly, yeah, cucumbers are like hella fresh. I don't know, I feel like I'm on like a Jamaican beach every time I eat a cucumber. Just plain. I'm like, hell yeah. And so it does, it's not a bad snack. Might need some ranch though. Dude, I can't eat ranch no more. Doctor said I got IBS. It's GG's for me, dude. Rip. But also the milk and ranch. This guy says, I like cucumber as a flavor, especially with lime. Yeah, cucumbers and limes is kind of goated. I think that's my new shampoo, low-key. No, it's kiwi and lime. It might have cucumber in it, actually. So yeah, some start smelling like cucumbers and lime, dude. This guy said, slices of cucumber with some salt and vinegar. Hey, heck yeah. Yeah, that sounds hella good. Do you like salt and vinegar chips, Skyer? They're too spicy for me. That's like weird to say. It's not spice, but it's like it's like a little tang, a little like, I don't know. I could taste the electricity when it comes to salt and vinegar. So, you ever heard the cucumber song with the Jamaican guy? Yeah, he's the one. He's like the cucumber. Yeah, he's like doing a little dance with it. Cucumber. I forgot. Yeah, I know what song you're talking about. I haven't heard it in a long time. I do like that song, where he's just like singing about the benefits of drinking cucumber water. And Rosa says, have you tried cucumber blended into a drink with lime? I've never had a cucumber drink. That sounds hella good though. That also sounds super refreshing. Roses. I have to go to the beach and bring one with me. Or hopefully they'll have some next time I go to a beach. It's been so long. This guy says, yeah, the way they taste, the pain feels, I love it. Yeah, they do have like a weird pain thing to them, right? Like, I don't know. I'm like, ow. They do have like a very unique taste. Like, I get why people like it, but it's not for me. And Sympathia says, yes, the cucumber guy. Yeah, I love that guy. Shouts out to that Jamaican dude. And so it's also do-it-yourself marketing month. It's my month. All the marketing I do it myself, dude. This is brutal. And it's also a fireworks safety month, which is kind of crazy. That's that because I just watched a video about like all the various explosions that happened last month. Surprisingly, like because there was the one that I was telling you all about in like LA, that the airplane glue place was gonna blow up, but thankfully it didn't. But I guess like across the world, there's like a bunch of different like firework explosions. So there's like a bunch of firework factory explosions in China, and then the rocket blew up in Florida. Jeff Bezos' rocket blew up. So there was like a bunch of explosions last month. So I watched the video, I was like, why were there so many explosions last month? Everything was exploding. So yeah, fireworks safety. Work at a fireworks. Be safer than fireworks. They might explode, literally. And who is it says a Maine lumberyard blew up last week? Yeah, see, everything blowing up right now. I don't know what's going on. And Rosa says there was a firework explosion nearby in my house weeks ago, and me and Panda were not happy. Oh yeah, I'd be pissed. Oh, like y'all need to chill with them fireworks. Yeah, I've never been a fireworks person. I've never really, I don't know. As a kid, they were like way too loud. And even as an adult, I'm kind of like, And Sky's joking, but I hope someone was fired for that work blunder. Lamau, yeah. All these explosions. Ambrosia says, I'm not looking forward to 4th of July again, but other events and gatherings are happening at least. Yeah. Yeah, 4th of July should be pretty wild. It'll be my first time. I did 4th of July out here last year. I didn't do anything for it. But out here in Arizona, they go crazy. There's so many fireworks. Because I think it's like legal out here for some reason. Because like there's nothing catch on fire because everything's just dirt out here. So it's just, they like go crazy with the fireworks out here. But I think my apartment complex last year was pretty chill. But I think where I moved now is I feel like people are going to be a little bit more happy to use them this year, if that makes sense. So yeah. Yeah, thankfully my cats don't mind fireworks. They're like, oh yeah, it's just, explosions in the sky, who cares? My cats are pretty chill when it comes to fireworks. But yeah, other than that, it's blueberry month. And so speaking of blueberries, so I figured out how to make overnight oats. Like not that I figured it out, but you know what I mean. That's what I've been eating a lot for every breakfast. I've been making eggs, and then I'm making like my own protein, like overnight oats. And I found out you can do it in a blender bottle. So I just make a little blender bottle. I add like milk, protein powder, cinnamon, a little bit of but the protein powder already has vanilla in it. But then apparently I'm supposed to add salt, so I add like a little bit of salt, and then stevia and honey. This is a blender bottle. I just like shake it up like a protein shake, and then I add a half cup of oats, and then a bunch of blueberries, frozen blueberries. And because they're frozen, if you leave them overnight in the milk and the whole mixture, they'll like unfreeze throughout the night. So by the time morning comes, it's like perfect. And I've been eating that every morning because it's like hella dank and like a bunch of protein and fiber because of the oats. So would recommend get a blender bottle, make some overnight oats with some frozen blueberries. But other than that, it's mango month. We went here like mango. I still need to try papaya roses. I get to find like a single papaya. The mangoes are dank. They're about to come in season too, because I think they might already be because it's summertime. Do y'all like the like one of my favorite candies? I don't know if y'all have it, but I think a lot of you do. But they're like, the mango lollipops with like the spice on it, the chamoy. I think it's chamoy, but it's like hella spicy on the outside, but then like a mango lollipop on the inside. I used to like live off of those in college. Used to buy like a big old bag of them. That's probably like my favorite Mexican candy. It was just my family bought one this weekend. Hey, this is yeah, it's like one of my favorites. Yeah, I know we talked about Lucas on stream before. Mexican candy's kind of underrated. Tibideo, are they common? I don't think I've actually heard of them. Yeah, it's a West Coast thing, man. We're by the border, that's why. But no, I'm messing around. But what's it called? But yeah, I hear it out like LA, Arizona. They're pretty common. Like you can like walk into like a liquor store and grab a bunch of them because the population is like right next to the border and everything. So we get like fresh. But Sky says the Mexican candies at a gas station are so expensive, it's ridiculous. Probably because they ship them so far, yeah. But yeah, they shouldn't. Can you get them for cheap on Amazon, I bet? Because they'll sell you like ginormous Mexican candy bags on Amazon for like $10. That's wild. They're trying to like overprice. Your gas station's like, look at this exotic candy. Yeah, dude. That's a bummer. Rosa said I was referring to pie. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about the candy. But those candies I can't eat anyone, sadly. Oh no. How come? Is it like a dietary thing or like too spicy? Yeah, too spicy. Yeah, they are ridiculous spicy. I'm not gonna lie. They are hella spicy, brother. I don't blame you. And this guy says it would be significantly cheaper from Amazon, at least by volume. Yeah, I feel you on that. There's another candy that's like kind of like the little like spicy mango lollipops, but it's just like a ball of like, it's like a kind of like a gusher, low key, but without like the liquid inside. But then the outside is just like spicy dirt. I don't know if for lack of a better word, it's like spicy dirt, but it's hella good. And I remember I'd buy those like a bag at like $20 bag. That would come like 300, and I would eat like one a day. Oh, they're so good. They're like a year's worth. And Rosa says you could also try a Mexican grocery store unless they are in on the expensive pricing. True, yeah. Yeah, I think where, if I, just mental map in my head where Skyer is probably, I don't know if they have Mexican grocery stores near Skyer. I don't know if I could sell the joke on stream. It wouldn't be that good, but so I'll try not to mess it up. But apparently my buddy Trey was in so the Mexican grocery store right here in Arizona. It's called Food City. It's like, the city where you get food. But I guess my buddy Trey was in a Uber, and the guy was like, "Do you know what city in America has the highest population of Mexican people?" And he was like, "LA, no." He was like, "Phoenix, no." He just lists off a bunch of cities. He's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Food City, of course." He said Trey was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." But yeah, it was like the most like Uber driver dad joke of all time. Very hyper specific to Arizona. But Sky says we don't have Mexican grocery stores. Lots of Mexican will Tex-Mex restaurants though. Yeah, they're all shipping all the ingredients from Amazon or something, or just probably on the West Coast. Dang, that's a bummer. Do you have like ethnic grocery stores at all, Skyer? Because I know I find it interesting when like people have like Indian grocery stores, or I think out in like Michigan they have a lot of like Arabic grocery stores, which is like pretty dope. Getting like the fresh oh my god, I forgot the bread. Non-bread. No, that's Indian. What's the bread? It's like an Arabic bread. I forgot what bread it was, but yeah. I know it's dank though. Pita bread. Oh my god, it took way too long. And Skyr says there's some Asian markets around, not sure what else though. Asian markets are pretty dank too. Asian markets be having the deals on certain things. Like I noticed like if you buy seafood, Asian markets usually it's like way cheaper. Which I mean like, of course, because like, like that's what the diet is mostly, but still it's just like, don't buy seafood from like Food for Less or like Kroger. Go to your local Asian market and it's probably like half the price. And way better quality. But some stuff they'd be hella overpriced in though. The Sky's point, because like the H Mart near me, which is like a Korean grocery store, some of the stuff I'm like, dude, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, you telling me this pack of noodles with new jeans on it is like 10 times the price of Top Ramen? Come on, bro. You ain't playing me. I'm not that much of a, what's the weeb equivalent for Korea? You know what I mean? But yeah. And Sky says, yeah, I got a bunch of tea and pestle and mortar last time I went. Oh, that's dank, hell yeah. That's hella dope. Yeah, it's like stuff like that like low key. It's like, oh, they got it like way better. Because like, the stuff that like the culture normally would eat or drink tends to be like way better quality. Like to your point, like some like tea is like baller. Rosa says, we have an Asian grocery store at our mall. And it's fun to walk in and buy stuff because the mall has variety now. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, Asian grocery stores do have like cool little snacks and stuff though. Like I like getting the mochi. I like Asian grocery stores. They're usually like $1. Or like red bean mochi thing. But if you look at the ingredients, dude, sometimes it's like 500 grams of sugar. It's like, god damn, dude. But they're hella dank though. Oh, it's National Candy Month. That's funny, as we're talking about it. may have some pretty well priced mushrooms and veggies. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, mushrooms are also hella dank. I used to eat a hell of mushrooms. I need to eat more. Mushrooms are a pretty good thing to eat. They're pretty healthy. And it's funny we're talking about groceries because it's National Fruit and Vegetables Month, National Iced Tea Month for Skyer, and they got everything. It's every month. National Soul Food Month. Oh, the jambalaya. Let's go. Somebody else says, depending on where you go, stuffed mushrooms go crazy. I don't think I've ever had stuffed mushrooms, Sibadale. I'll have to find some because yeah, that sounds hella good. And everyone says favorite fruit and veggies. Ooh. For favorite fruit, I think I'm gonna go blueberries. Y'all ever seen the meme? It's like one of my favorite memes. It's like these two girls are like it's her mom. It's filming them making like blueberry muffins, and like one of the girls is like she's like maybe like 3, but like she's like playing around too much, and she's at the table, and the stool slips. She hits her face on the desk, and then it's pretty funny. But it's just right before she falls, she's like blueberry, blueberry. I know. It's like a really old meme. But yeah, probably blueberries for fruit. I was gonna say grapes. It's funny you say grapes, Cynthia, because that was like my second. Like frozen grapes go crazy. And then for veggie, cabbage and kale. Oh yeah, I can get behind you on that one. Cabbage is good. Kale, I don't know. I can't do kale. Kale's all right, but I love that for you. And this video says that was included in Vines, right? I remember that one. I think it might have been a Vine. Like they might have like chopped it up into a Vine. Because it is definitely like a Vineable moment. I've always watched it on YouTube. But for vegetables, what are my favorite vegetables? Maybe carrots, maybe? Or potatoes? Or... But I feel like carrot, I don't know. It probably is carrot. I do like carrots. I used to eat hella carrots as a kid. But and potatoes I feel like is cheating because it's like my favorite vegetable is French fries. You know what I mean? But is bell pepper a vegetable or is that a fruit? Because it has seeds. It might be bell pepper. But Rosa says asparagus and grapefruit. Oh yeah, grapefruit is wild. Yeah, and asparagus. Sometimes I enjoy asparagus, but I don't like how stringy it is. Like if you didn't ask my opinion, you just say, hey, this is my favorite. Yeah. And grapefruit can slap sometimes. Who this is accidentally checked out? We on food? Yeah, we're talking about our favorite fruits and vegetables. Who is it? You got a favorite fruit and vegetable? But yeah. I don't know if there's any other fruit or vegetable that I'm like, oh hell yeah. I'm not a big tomato person, I know that. Which is like one of those debate, like it's technically a fruit. Yeah, I think I've had a tomato, I don't know. I like tomatoes on hamburgers, but like other than that, I don't like tomatoes. And Brussels sprouts and asparagus, I don't know what it is, but I just can't do it with them. Yeah, Brussels sprouts, they just smell bad. Asparagus, yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know, if I ever go to like someplace that has like, you know, a fancy restaurant where they like put olive oil in the dish and stuff, I'll eat the asparagus. I'm like, but otherwise I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily go on my way for it. But who is this? Is hot on the fruit? Because you're allergic, right? You're allergic to all fruit. Who is it? So that's wild. And vegetables, only spinach. Yo, you got the Popeye. You got the Popeye, dude. No, spinach is pretty sick. And Rosa says, I also like Brussels sprouts and spinach. Isn't it like a rap bar or something? You got the, either way, I don't know. Popeye with the canned spinach is, ow, instantly buff. Rosa says, I was crazy for spinach as a kid, so my family was probably relieved I ate some kind of veggie roll. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think my parents were always like, give them some carrots. Who eat that? What's like a really cute thing that's funny is I remember as a kid, you know, kids sometimes they'll be like, no, I don't like that. Don't make me eat that. So I was one of those kids where I was like picky for a little bit growing up. And I think my parents made like roast beef something. And I was like, I don't like roast beef. I don't like roast beef. Don't make me eat it. No. As like a kid. And I guess one day my stepmom found out, she called it shark. Like, oh, it's not roast beef, it's shark. I'm like, shark? I'll eat a shark. So my parents convinced me that roast beef was actually shark. So I remember once I went to like, I think a Sizzler. And I asked the waiter as a kid, like, do you got any shark? The waiter looked at me like, what the fuck? And I remember my like stepmom whispered over, and then he was like, oh yeah, we got some shark. I can get some shark. And I was like, heck yeah, I want some shark, dude. So yeah, that was my kid story. But Cray Duder, what up, dude? How you doing? Good to see you. How's your Tuesday? Wait, let me catch up on chat real quick. I was telling my silly shark story. But this is a Creamy Spinach hits. If you ever go to Boston Market, that's a go-to side dish to get. Yeah, I've only been to Boston Market a couple times. Like I've seen them in airports, but I don't think I've actually been to Boston Market. Yeah, I gotta get my East Coast game up, dude. I gotta do some East Coast living. Skyr says spinach on its own is but it's pretty versatile to cook with, kind of like cauliflower. Oh, I love cauliflower, dude. I think I told you though that one time where I ate too much, I almost puked. Because I ate like 500% of your daily fiber intake in one sitting. So I ate like a whole bag of cauliflower. But Korean Duder says, you know what arbitrary code execution is for video games? Yeah, I do know, Korean Duder. That's like when, yeah, it's when you, like for example in Pokemon, you can like essentially like glitch out the game. So you're running like the assembly code based on like what Pokemon are in your box and stuff like that, because you jump the pointer to, what's it called? To like do what you want. And somebody else says Lamau. And oh yeah, my bad, Roses. Good question. Have you tried real shark? No, I haven't tried real shark, Roses. I want to though. But I remember I watched a video once on how they make like and cook shark. So I think like some of the shark is like toxic, like the actual shark meat. But I think there's a country in which they catch shark, and if you like dry it for like I think like 60 days, all the toxic part of the shark meat ends up going away, and then you can go ahead and eat it afterwards. And I heard that it's very tough. But yeah, there's like an art to cooking shark, because like otherwise it can be really, really bad for you. You just eat it, like kill it and just instantly try to eat it. But Korean Duder says, I use arbitrary code execution. Oh my god, arbitrary code execution to get the events. That's sick. So Lugia, Ho, and Deoxys are available. That's what's up, Korean Duder. And it's technically not hacking, because you know you just didn't ever use an action replay. You just are real smart about how you you know what I mean, got the events. And Zaku says you can get sick of eating dog too. Oh wow, I didn't know that. I mean, thankfully I've never had the interest to, because you know dogs. But yeah, that's wild. And Korean Duder says exactly on all on OG cartridges. That's sick, dude. Heck yeah, Korean Duder. Congrats on that, man. Did you like figure it out yourself, or did you follow a tutorial? And Korean Duder says, okay, how do you feel about eating scorpion and stuff? They'll scare me. Eating pointy stuff doesn't sit right with pointy stuff. And if it has a point on it, I don't want to eat it. What about like crab? Does that count? But yeah, they have lots of like scorpion candies out here in Arizona. And I haven't tried one, because yeah, to your point, I'm like, ugh. Ugh. And Skyr asked, like candy scorpion or just dried? I'd assume it's candied, because I couldn't imagine eating just a raw scorpion or dried out scorpion. That to me would be like way too crunchy. Korean Duder says, I like crab. Crab is pointy, but yeah. No, crab is dang. I understand why that's the exception. And Rosa says, I'm insane enough to try a scorpion and a bug over how used I am by bugs. Oh. But yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, I'm also kind of like creeped out by bugs roses. I guess you're saying that you got over it. Now you're like, I'll eat them. But Green just says either, so either dried or candied. Candied ones are gross. I tried them as a kid once. My PTSD is showing. Yeah, no worries. But somebody says crab is good. Yeah, dude, I love crab. That's like probably like my honestly my favorite seafood is probably crab. I'm not gonna lie. Like I went to Joe's Crab Shack a couple times in the past. I'm like, yo, this is so dank. I don't know. I should have been going there more when I had money, dude. I don't know why I wasn't going to Joe's Crab Shack. A few times I was like, where should I eat tonight? I don't know. Like, where should I go on a date? You know, Joe's Crab Shack, dude. But Skyr says the being to try candy scorpion never seem to have money on hand when the chance presents itself. Oh, I feel that. Yeah, because they do sell them in places where it's like we've got an ATM in the outhouse over there, and you gotta enter like your social security number to use it. It's like, I'm good. You know what I mean? The candy scorpion people tend to be in like really sketchy places where you tend not to have money. I feel you on that, Skyr. Because I've been in the same boat a lot of times. Yeah, it's also National Zoo and Aquarium Month. I love aquariums, dude. That's like probably, I think I'm more of an aquarium person than a zoo person. Because zoos be getting hot. At the zoo, the only animal I really like seeing is giraffes. And elephants, but even then the elephants be like hiding most of the time. It's like very rare on like an aquarium. Like I'll hide them. What's funny though, that last time I went to an aquarium, we were like in this thing where like they would show you multiple exhibits, like you sit down and they like rotate the entire stage to like show you a specific exhibit, and they have like some audio played that explains the exhibit and they show you the next one. Last time I was with Frank in Marion is Magical. We saw the first one, it was pretty cool, and we went to the next one and it was like sea lions, but they were all like asleep and hiding. So it's just like nothing showing, it's just completely empty, and you're stuck on this ride. And all of a sudden the over and like the over speaker thing is just like, and as you can see, our sea lions, and there's no sea lions. Like they just record it assuming you could see sea lions. I started laughing so hard. Like it was like obnoxious. I felt so bad. But it was hella funny to me. And then I felt bad because when we left the ride, I thought it was funny. So I went up to one of the what's it called? The employees, and like, what'd you think of the exhibit? And I was like, I love the sea lions. And they were like, they're sleeping. They were mad at me, and I was like, I can't have fun. I'm sorry, I feel like a dick. But I said it in a way that was kind of like, hey, I love the sea lions. But they were like, didn't want to play around. They were like, no, they're sleeping. And I was like, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I'm not a Karen, I swear. But yeah. Reza says, I want to see panda bears. Yeah, I'd be super stoked to see pandas. They aren't endangered anymore. I remember seeing that post. So like we got pandas. We were able to keep them around. Reza says, oh, Lamau, but it's still cool. Yeah, it is super cool. I think the exhibit right after that one, it was like a super exhibit where it was like a bunch of sharks and a bunch of fishes hanging out. It was a good one. But yeah. Yeah, but I love aquariums. Jellyfish are super dope too. And the penguins. Penguins are so dope. But yeah, I don't know why, but water animals to me, because I feel like I can. Animals on the land, I'm like, yep, I can see how you live. But water animals to me, I'm just like, how do you guys? That's a whole different world. Y'all like a whole different everything. You guys are like aliens. Speaking of giraffes, have you seen the Instagram reel where it's like some girl crying? And she was like, I found out when it rains, giraffes are so tall that they can't hide under anything when it rains, so they have to just stand there and be cold because it just rains on them because they're so tall. I was like, that is super unfortunate. They're just so big they can't like hide from the rain. They have to just deal with it. Creator just said, I saw that video. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you also saw it. To me, it killed me. I was like, I can't tell if she was like seriously upset by it, but it was kind of funny. This video says, I feel like I almost miss penguins every time I go. I think I've only seen them once. Really? Dude, every time I go, the penguins pull up for me. I pull up, the penguins are like, yo, Groovy! I'm like, yo! I don't know why, but yeah. That's a bummer though. I don't know, man. We gotta find you some penguins to look at, dude. Cause they be hanging out, dude. They're really cool. I also like watching people like feed penguins because they're always just so derpy. I don't know. Penguin's a top tier animal. S tier animal. I need the little backings. I'm still so mad they messed up my Monster Tape Zero back inserts. And Rosa says penguins are awesome. I want to see them too. Yeah, penguins are dope. Shouts out to all the penguins. My buddy Eddie, who I talk about all the time, he's always like an interesting character. He always calls them penguins. He's like, yo, look at them penguins, dude. Hey, James, good evening. How you doing? I was just telling the story about how I fixed Monster Kingdom for you, dude. How you doing? Miss me? I did, actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. How you doing, dude? How's your Tuesday, James? And then Rose says, I remember I got to see flamingos as a kid and swans. Oh yeah, flamingos are dope. Yeah, I think I saw flamingos. Funny enough, I was looking through some of my like photos and Google Photos. Last time I saw flamingos was I think a couple years ago with James from what's it called? Death Dynamic Shroud and their partner Christina. Tina. Hope I'm not doxing their real names, but yeah. I don't think I am. James goes by James Webster, so yeah. But yeah, flamingos are dope. I think I've seen the swan before. But James says, I'm good. Holding my little man to get him to sleep. Aww. Dude, being a parent sounds so adorable. And James says, thank you for fixing not just my Monster Kingdom, but everyone's. Yeah, dude. No, for real. Literally, you know I was telling you how I use Monster Kingdom like myself all the time? Literally just 5 seconds ago, I was like, I posted my Spotify results on my Monster Kingdom. Let me just go load it up real quick. And it loaded hella faster thanks to your input. So thank you, James. I appreciate it. Are you letting me know, like, hey man, you gotta fix this? You know what I'm trying to say. Something ain't right here. Got me to investigate. But Smudgy Pudgy, dude, good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for stopping back from Sunday. I'm doing good, Smudgy Pudgy. Tuesday's going good. Just been hanging out. We're just making Monster Tape Zero CDs. So yeah. How's your Tuesday going? Smudgy. Also, your name is Smudgy Pudgy. That's a pretty cool name, dude. Not gonna lie. That's a pretty dope name. But it's also Turkey Lovers Month. That sounds sketch. Vision Research Month. We advocate time consciousness and honesty month. They're really making these up out of nowhere. Oral Health Month. Pharmacists declare war on alcoholism month. That's important. But it's National First Ladies Day. So if like the first ladies of the country. I find it super interesting that Michelle Obama was like, you know what? I've seen a joke somewhere, so my bad if it's like mean to say, but like Michelle Obama was like, our kids are too fat. You gotta get them eating better food. That was like her contribution. Gotta get these kids to eat some better food. They're too big. It's like, don't you fat shame these kids, Michelle Obama, goddamn. Yeah, I'm messing around. No, but she yeah, that was like her contribution as First Lady. It was like the big thing. She was like, I want to be known for like making school lunches a lot healthier. I feel like she succeeded. I don't know. I remember eating better food from that day forward because I remember school lunch used to suck. But anyways, James says, I'm going to order a copy of the 2 Secret Shop CDs when Mafia 1 comes out. Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate it. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll be stoked to send ship over to you. Yeah, Mafia 1's coming out in officially now 3 months. We got 90 days left. I guess, yeah, like 90 days. And Skyr says, healthier at the cost of taste. Yeah. Well, I mean, school lunches don't taste good. I think it was healthier for the... If it was anything else, I'd be like, yeah. But because it was like a school lunch, they didn't taste good to begin with. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah. No, it's it. Oh no, it's tragic. Smudgy Pudgy, real quick. Smudgy Pudgy says, oh, thanks, man. My friends usually call me Smudge for short, but Tuesday's going well. I'm glad to hear Tuesday's going well, dude. Thanks for letting us know. And Smudge for short is pretty dope, too. That's a cool nickname. And who's it says, she ruined Free Fries Friday. Michelle Obama when I was in high school for the healthy lunches. That's tragic. Who is it? We used to kill each other with those fries every Friday. That's a tragedy. I'm like, no. Michelle Obama, why? I just want some French fries. That's actually kind of funny. Like as an adult, that's pretty funny. But James says, I'm still waiting for the Obamas to guest star on Game Grumps. That would be super dope. I would hella watch that. I wish I could do an Obama impression. I can imagine like, oh, well, you see, we need to, what's a popular game right now? I don't know. We need to get the energy sword, huh? I don't know. I can't do an Obama impression, but yeah, I can imagine it'd be hella funny. And who is it says, yeah, they brought it back with sweet potato fries, but it wasn't the same. Oh, dang. Isn't that crazy how sweet potato fries are technically healthier? I prefer sweet potato fries. I think they taste more dank. Oh, I like me some sweet potato fries. I literally had some the other day. My buddy, they travel a lot because they work at Amazon doing like various like, they launch like mini warehouse thing. I don't know. It's like a whole weird thing they do. But anyways, but because he traveled, technically he can expense meals when he comes back. Because I was very super yesterday. I laughed. That's fucking funny. But because of that, I had sweet potato fries because he like pretty much was like, "Yo, man, I can expense us like getting food at this pub as long as it's like near the airport." And I was like, "Bet I'll meet you over there." But because I already started laughing at it, super Dale. My fellow Americans, we must save Destiny and give the American people Destiny 3 on Game Grumps. That's comedy. That's why I would watch it, dude. But Rosa says, that's comedy, super Dale. But Rosa says, I wonder how school lunches now are nowadays because it was garbage up until last year. They're trying more in my high schools. Yeah, I don't know. I've asked my baby brother. He's still in high school. Probably let me know. I'll send him a text like, yo, how's school lunch good? But I feel like as a kid, like you don't really understand how bad it is until like, you know, you don't have to eat it every day. You know what I mean? Like I think you have to like be going to school for at least a year for you to be like, oh hell yeah, it's Free Fries Friday. You know what I mean? And who just says, I wish I could agree, but a potato allergy, dang. That's a bummer that you got a potato allergy. Oh no. Yeah, someone I dated in the past was also allergic to potatoes, but it wasn't, they could eat them, they just couldn't like cut them. Like the starch in the potato, if it got on their hands, they'd get hives. It was kind of wild. Is there a way I can just cut this? Nope. Rosa says, I was picky, so I could tell, but the fries were always amazing. So I get Free Fries Friday. Oh. Oddly enough, meat items were also good. They had teriyaki beef with rice. Oh, dang, Rosa, your school is going crazy. Yeah, mine did not have that. Mine had like sun chips, terrible burritos, and pizza. Like frozen burritos and pizza. Yeah, I think Michelle Obama's contribution to us was like, don't give these kids Lay's, give them sun chips. Even though they're about the same calories. Technically, it says on the bag they're healthier, so it's good enough. Yeah, dude. Brother. I'm struggling so hard with getting. I might have to email them and be like, yo, look, you guys need to send me correctly sized papers because I'm spending way too much time just building these CDs because they messed up. Gosh dang it. But yeah. Do y'all eat rotisserie chickens? It's National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Babe, look how good it's just, I don't know how to prep them for like later because I want to buy them because they're like usually super cheap. So it's like a really good way to get like a bunch of chicken for cheap, but it's just like breaking them down is like, I don't know. Like I feel like they would be a really good way to get some good cheap food. But yeah. And who's it says that used to, not anymore. And Rose says, ooh, they're good. Yeah, every time I have one, they're good. But like, I feel like you get like an entire family to eat them. You can't like save it for later. Or she would spend so much time just like trying to get all the meat out, save it for later. Oh my god, do all that work for nothing, pretty much. And then somebody else says, I picked them up normally from the grocery store. I don't think I ever could cook them myself. Yeah, no, I couldn't cook with myself either. It's like one of those like, you know, when they like cook the halal food where it's like a gyro, or like, you know, the taco stands without the Al Pastor all like layered up. And Stare Hug says they have a day for everything. Yeah, dude, they really do. Yeah, I started doing this just because like, I don't know. Good things to talk about. Plus, I feel like all these like random days, it gives me a good, this is a good time to be like, you know what? Yeah, whatever did happen today. And somebody else says the hot and ready ones. I mean, that they leave out. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The ones at like Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart. Every place has rotisserie chickens. I stopped eating them though, because I don't know. This is like a friend's problem more than mine. But I had a friend that like got mega super crazy food poisoning from eating one. And like, I don't know, he just like vividly described how sick he got. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I haven't had one since. Just based on his story of it. Everyone says, we mostly buy from a restaurant, but occasionally we eat those. Okay. Yeah, I guess the one my friend got was the one of those you leave out. I don't think I've ever had a restaurant that offered rotisserie chicken on the menu. I'd be down though. And says, yeah, I would need something if I heard about that. Oof, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, it sounded brutal. I was like, dang. Oh my lord. Yeah, the next thing I want to bring up was how do y'all feel about Rocky Road ice cream? Y'all Rocky Road ice cream people? When I was a kid, I used to hate Rocky Road, and as an adult, I'm like, my palate has evolved enough to be like, Rocky Road's kind of dang. I love Rocky Road ice cream. I should make some. Low key. Everyone says, I ate some once and I loved it. Yeah. Kind of an underrated flavor. And somebody else says, love, dude, hell yeah. Yeah, the marshmallows and ice cream kind of, kind of insane idea, but it works really well. Stare hug, it's elite, hell yeah. And who is this? Don't do chocolate like that. I feel that, yeah. What's your favorite ice cream flavor then? Who is it? I guess what's everyone's favorite ice cream flavor? We asked this, have we talked about this before? We have. We might have. My bad if I'm asking the same question. But Moose Tracks. Oh yeah, Instagram is hella behind. Dang. No wonder. But yeah, Moose Tracks is pretty good too. I like Moose Tracks. But every time I like a Moose Tracks, I don't know. This is maybe too much of a video, but every time I think of Moose Tracks, because you know, like, if I'm not mistaken, sometimes they'll call like poop tracks, like, you know what I mean? And so because it's like essentially chocolate ice cream with just like fudge, just like kind of, I'm always like, you talking like moose poop? Like a moose diarrhea ice cream? I don't know, well, I might be completely wrong, but every time I see it, I'm like, this is good, but I have that in the back of my brain. My bad if I ruined it for you. But yeah. Okay, you know, I'm sorry, like the it's not like, do you know like what's it called, skid marks or skid tracks in your underwear? It was like a phrase. I'm sorry, this is getting too vulgar, but yeah, too gross to talk about while talking about ice cream at the same time. But yeah, that's not the thing. That's why like messes with me. But Rosa says classic chocolate and pistachio ice cream more than nostalgia. Yeah, pistachio ice cream is kind of crazy dank. I do be eating hella chocolate too. Who is this? Forever vanilla ice cream? Yeah, I've always been a big vanilla person too. I've always liked vanilla ice cream. French vanilla in particular. Hell yeah. And so this is for our favorite, gotta be vanilla and chocolate or vanilla and caramel. Oh hell yeah. Dank, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, French vanilla is kind of underrated. I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm glad I'm not tripping too much on the Moose Tracks. You know where I'm coming from. My dad would buy pistachio, cherry, and strawberry ice cream in the summer while he put on the baseball games. Oh, that sounds so nostalgic. Oh, that sounds so nostalgic. Heck yeah. Yeah, my dad was a big butter pecan ice cream person. My dad liked butter pecan. Yeah, so whenever I eat butter pecan ice cream, it reminds me of my dad. I'm always like, my dad. But Stare Hug says I like Rocky Road and Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia. I've actually never tried the Cherry Garcia Stare Hug. I've always seen it, but I'm not a big cherry person. But I'm gonna try it one of these days. I know on the Venice Boardwalk they have like a Ben & Jerry's ice cream stand, surprisingly. And somebody else says pecans be so tart sometimes they throw me off, but that's definitely a good one. Yeah, for me it's more like just butter ice cream. I think it's more like the I don't know. I did a little like tongue thing, but like just the way it sits in your tongue is like I don't know. It's kind of like, I feel like you eat butter pecan ice cream and like the ice cream itself, like the butter ice cream, I guess, it like fills up your mouth with like, I don't know, it's like almost like it expands. Like it's like a butter pecan ice cream's like domain expansion inside your mouth, you know what I mean? Of like butter ice cream flavor. So yeah, that's what I like about it. The Stare Hug is like, I know I'm getting old because all my parents ate was butter pecan, and now I'm eating it too. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Yep. I feel you on that. Same, I be feeling old sometimes too. I'm like, damn, I'm just like my father. Yo, dude. But somebody else says, when it comes to those fruit ice creams with the fruit inside them, I can't stand the change of texture. I'll definitely eat them though. Yeah, some about, yeah. How are you talking about? Yeah, because like strawberry ice cream, if they have like actual strawberries in it, it is dank, but to go from like the soft, fluffy ice cream to just like mushy strawberries, like I know where you're coming from. It'd be getting me too. I'd be like, damn. Ichi. But yeah, I'd be eating ice cream every day. Every day. because I got my like super protein healthy ice cream. Oh yeah. What else is going on? And Sari Hug says, do you like your cereal a little bit soggy from the milk or super crunchy? I like crunchy. I like it crunchy. Because when it gets too soggy, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. I don't like that texture. What do you prefer, Sari Hug? Like, but the thing is, I don't like it too crunchy though. Like, there's like definitely like a sweet spot. Because like, have you seen those cups where it'll be like, yo, like we separate the milk from the cereal, and like it's like a cup where you can drink and eat the cereal at the same time. Like they mix in your mouth the cereal and the milk, so the cereal's like freshly crunchy, and the milk is like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's too crunchy. I'm like, I'm gonna cut the top of my mouth. But it's like no cereal, no milk at all. So yeah. And yeah. So okay, gotta be somewhere in the middle. Yeah, exactly. Like the first bite of cereal, perfect. Every bite after that, it gets progressively not as good. Amber says, I like very crunchy cereal. You might like one of those cups then. I don't know. I had a friend that for my, I think, birthday, I have a bowl. Like, can I find it? It's somewhere deep in my pantry. I couldn't find it. But it's like, so I mentioned the cup, but there's a bowl too my buddy got me where it's like you put all the cereal essentially on the top of like, it's like a two-sided bowl where it's like kind of like, it's like a bowl, but there's like a divider in the middle. But there's also like the right-hand side is elevated. And essentially, you put all the cereal on the right-hand side, and there's a little like water slide for it to go into the milk. So you like essentially push the like you push some cereal in, it goes into the milk. You eat the cereal, and then you push some more in, and that goes in. So it's like always freshly in the milk as you eat it. So yeah. So I got it as a birthday. I've never used it because cereal got expensive. Dude, cereal's like a box of cereal for like 2 meals worth is like $15. I'm like, bro, who can afford this? Ain't no way your little dried corn costs that much. But somebody else says, for that exact reason, I want to cut the roof of my mouth every time I want to enjoy Captain Crunch. Yeah, exactly. Because if it's too crunchy, dude, it's Captain Crunch be, he's definitely a captain. You got that motherfucking thing on him too. Says the split bowl is cool. I want one. Yeah, it'd probably be perfect for you. But yeah, I don't know. I wish I could eat more cereal. I was mad because there was like a really good protein cereal that the Premier Protein. They like make the protein shakes. They had their own cereal that was like crazy good, like protein content in it surprisingly. But they like, I don't know, all the stores stopped carrying it all of a sudden. I was like, bro, this is kind of goated cereal. What happened? But did like a new God of War thing come out today? Is there like news about God of War? Oh, there's a new God of War DLC coming out. But it's called no, it's the new God of War game got revealed. Oh, it's called God of War Laffy. But it's funny because whenever I think of Laffy, I think of I don't have to how you say her name, but I think of the jazz singer, like the Wasian jazz singer, Laffy. She made that song Mad Woman with Alyssa Liu. And Subadale says, yep, new spin-off with the wife. That's pretty sick. Hey, Goddess of War, that's pretty dope. That's cool. I didn't even know Kratos had a wife. That's dope. What are you thinking of it, Simbadale? You excited for it? You gonna get it? You a God of War fan? Because it's saying that people are very divided in the news reports. That's like a sad thing though. I feel like anytime a game has like a female protagonist, everyone's like, get this equality out of my game. Like, bro, y'all need to chill, bro. Come on, guys. When are they not divided? No, that's true, Roses. Gamers do be complaining about anything. Like, that's, yeah, I'm glad I don't do like video game marketing, because that must be real tough. So I feel like there's nothing you can do to make them happy. They're always complaining about something. Somebody says the combat looks really nice. I never played the games though, so it might be one of those games I'd rather watch than play. You never played God of War, dude? God of War's one of those games where you just press A, dude. I love games where you just press A and stuff happens. Just stuff starts blowing up. But no, I feel you on that. That's good though, because then, I mean, if anything, you can find like a Twitch streamer that's playing it and just watch them play it. So I do feel you on some games you want to like watch rather than play. But I'm definitely trying to play God of War. That's my kind of game. What's funny too is I went to the gym last night, my buddy, and they're like, "Man, I wish there was some good like single player story based games. I haven't played one of those in a minute." Now when I see him on Friday, I'm like, "Yo, new God of War though." And I saw the pronunciation was different than Laffy the artist. I'm probably saying the artist's name wrong too, I'm not gonna lie, but I thought maybe I don't know how to say the name now. Yeah, no worries, dude. We know what we're talking about. We got it. Let me close some of these tabs. I got a billion tabs open. Close all that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who is it? Didn't you say you were watching hockey earlier? Is it Stanley Cup time? Yeah. Who's your favorite hockey team? Who is it? Gotta rep the Canes, like Raising Canes. I'm kidding. What city are they from? Carolina Hurricanes? Hey. When I play in the Vegas Golden Knights. The hockey team names I feel like are really like super random. And Gavin says shit, probably the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are pretty sick. Can't say the name too fast though, Gavin. And Gavin says love your beats, bro. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you loving my beats, man. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Tuesday going? Yeah, I think I like the Ducks because I'm from LA. But also I think I like the Toronto Maple Leafs because I like Toronto a lot. I like how like simple their logo is. And who says Yippers? Heck yeah. But yeah, it looks like Knights and Hurricanes are tied right now. They're 3-3. They're playing a game right now. Yeah, it's stressful. Who is it? Yeah. No, I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, 3-3, that's a lot of goals. But yeah, for everyone else, in other sports, it's pretty fun to watch in person. Other than baseball, baseball actually isn't. It's just more so you can talk shit. But in terms of like actually watching a sports game, hockey I think is the most action-packed to watch. They are more expensive though, but it's cool because it's like super cold. It's nice and cool because there's a giant ice block in the middle of the arena. You know what I mean? But yeah, hockey, like there's not really like halftime or anything like that. They're just like people swap out, so it's just like nonstop, like people fighting, people like slamming the wall. Yeah, hockey's pretty intense, dude. Like it's the most entertaining sport to watch, I think. We were just like gonna go with like some homies. But Gabriel, dude, thanks for stopping by. Yo, I just got my free CD shipped out. Looking forward to hearing it. Hey, dude, yeah, I probably I dropped it off on Monday. You know what I mean? I'm back to live on stream. I'm back to drop off on Monday for you. Mainly listen to rock and metal stuff, so I wanted to expand. Hey, dude, thanks for letting my music expand your taste. Thanks for trying it out and for the support. And weirdly enough, your dinosaur sticker is on my college campus. That's sick. That's super sick, dude. I'm stoked that someone was cool enough to be like, let me stick this on my college. That's cool. Heck yeah, dude. Just let me know, Gabriel. Yeah, because I was kind of wondering what people are doing with the stickers. I know some people are like, on my PC, I feel on that. I'm like, I wonder if anyone's ever like sticking them around places. Like, I've yet to run into my own sticker in the wild, but I'm looking forward to the day. You know what I mean? But dude, Gabriel, thanks for stopping by. Hope your Tuesday's going good, and thanks for letting my music expand your music taste a little bit. Hopefully, you're stoked on it. I also used to listen to a lot of metal, so hopefully, some of that comes through. Even though there's nothing like really metal about the album, but you know what I mean. I feel like metalheads, we kind of got the same. We know what's up. Rosa says, sounds crazy. Yeah, yeah, hockey is crazy. And who is it says, best way to put it, it's hockey, but also boxing on ice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally it's boxing on ice. I think the first game I went to, literally, like in person, who is it? No, it was overtime, and there was 3 fights in the same game. I was, yo, this is awesome. Yeah, my friends were like, that was probably the best possible hockey game you ever could have gone to as your first game. And Gabriel says, it shocked me so bad. Lamau, looking forward to it. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to you getting it as well, dude. I'm glad it shocked you, yeah, because I'd be stoked. Hopefully there's a bunch of college campuses with my stickers on them. Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate it. And simply Dale, Lamau. You've heard of Disney on Ice. Now get ready for boxing on ice. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. How do y'all feel about Rayman? Y'all know Rayman? Y'all ever played a Rayman game before? I used to have I think it's like the most popular Rayman game, but like Rayman and the Golden something, or Nintendo 64. Rayman's pretty dope. I feel like Rayman just never really got like a good team behind him to like make like a good platformer. Because like the character I feel like is a pretty dope character. It's just, I don't know. I've never seen like a good like, yo, Rayman though? You know what I mean? And Gabriel says played one on the Xbox when I was a lot younger. Hell yeah, dude. I don't think I ever played Rayman on Xbox. Oh, you talking about the 2D one? So I remember there was a Rayman Origins. But I always played the 3D ones. And Skyr says, grew up with the original on PS1. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I think we probably played the same one then. Remember the game came out on PS1 and N64. And somebody else says, I was never able to play the earlier games, but played the 2 newest ones. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. Yeah, the earlier one, the story is like kind of silly on the earlier ones. It was kind of like dark, but also kind of like childish. I don't know. It was kind of, I don't know. Rayman to me is like a giant question mark. But Rosa says, did I hear Rayman? I love Rayman. I'm glad you love Rayman, Roses. Yeah, I did say Rayman. Hell yeah. And Gabriel says it was Rayman Origins. Yeah, Rayman Origins, I got hella good reviews. So I remember that. That's sick that you played it, dude. And who is it says, I played Rayman Raving Rabbids when I was young. Yeah, that's the thing is I feel like Rayman's more known for the Rabbids than like Rayman the character now. Which is kind of funny because they call him like Rayman Rabbids. But like most people, I feel like wouldn't know who Rayman is. So it's kind of like the Rabbids have become their own thing. Rosa says, I played all the Rayman games a few years ago. Dang, I like Rayman 2. Oh yeah, it is Rayman 2. Hearing about the new game made me happy after everything. Hey, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, it's super hot in here. Give me a second. I gotta make it cooler in here. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to read. I'm interested in the remaster they're doing. It looks like it's gonna have more 3D sections. They're making a Rayman remastered? I don't know, I'm looking at all the all the news right now. Afraid my cats are gonna try to walk in here and eat Jermaine. Oh yeah, they're making a 30th anniversary edition of like OG Rayman. Well, that should be pretty cool, yeah. Oh, no, it already came out. Okay, this is a different. I don't know. Oh, what? Yeah, I think this is the. Oh, Rayman Legends Retold. 5 hours ago. Oh. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Lascar says, yeah, it looks like it's more 3D sections. Yes, I think it kind of looks like, you know, the Donkey Kong Frozen Tropical, whatever. What's it called? Donkey Kong, you know, the Donkey Kong 2D games that were like hella good. And Sky says, the first 3 in Origins were pretty good, even if the first one isn't ridiculously difficult, especially on PS1, yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad we got some Rayman love up in here, dude. Because I feel like Rayman gets slept on. Sometimes I'll go up to people and I'm like, you heard of Rayman? They're like, what'd you call me? So yeah. Tropical Freeze, yes, video, thank you. Hell yeah. Yeah, Gabriel Boost, yeah, right, Gabriel. It's Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, like the 3D but 2D games. And Rosa says, Rayman made an appearance in the Mario Rabbids game. Hell yeah. Did you ever see the meme of like when they announced Mario Rabbids? Like people were like shitting on it, like really bad. Game ended up being good. But the guy that made Mario Rabbids is in like the front row of like the announcement, like literally crying. Because he's like, I'm working on a Mario game. You know what I mean? Because he grew up with Mario his entire life. And everyone's like talking shit on the game online, but like the actual creator is just like literally having like his career peak. Like, this is the greatest moment of my life. The juxtaposition was hella funny to me. And Skyer says, Legends is okay, and I swear the Rabbids game are to blame for the Minions phenomenon. Yeah, no, Rabbids I think kind of did unlock something in children that the world wasn't ready for. So I think DreamWorks saw Rabbids and was like, we could do that except more goofy. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Sibadeo says, "Oh, I know, dude. It's really adorable. Like an old British dude just like bawling. I'm working on a Mario game." Yeah, dude. And then Rosa says, "And then they found out the game was good." Yeah, exactly, Rosa. They found out the game was good, but when they first announced it at E3, I remember just being like kind of a joke. And the creator's amazing. He had so much passion in that moment. Showed to, exactly. Yeah, the creator was like, "Yo, I'm like, this is the highlight of my life right now." So yeah, so it's just kind of funny how it all, yeah, based on the initial meme, how it eventually worked out. Starehug says, "You know ball." And thank you, man. Yeah, I got some of this elite ball knowledge. I'll be paying attention. I'll be balling from time to time. Wait, let's show off Jermaine, actually. I forgot. Oh my god. Jermaine is so big, dude. But yeah, Jermaine has another new leaf. I feel like Jermaine never stops growing. You can kind of see it on the screen, but yeah. Yeah, Jermaine's doing good. Oh my god. Jermaine just smacked me in the face. In the eye. Yeah, Jermaine's doing good. Got little googly eyes right here. The only thing I'm worried about is that they're getting so heavy now that like there's not enough dirt. Like Jermaine will like, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I'm shaking it, but like yeah, Jermaine's like kind of like balancing inside its soil now because it's like too top heavy. So yeah, like how isn't that crazy, dude? I'll have to do like a like time lapse of Jermaine or something. See if Kimberly can make one for us. And hey, Jermaine's eating a lot of dirt. Oh yeah, Jermaine be munching on that dirt. And Gabriel says beautiful. Yeah, dude. So says Jermaine. Ooh. Speaking of my hair, Cherry Cole, I just think I put my headphones on weird. Rose says Rayman also has a board game in the making I bought on Kickstarter. Oh hell yeah. That's sick. That's cool. Yeah, I wish I could get more into board games. There was like a friend of mine that was like super into them. I wonder what the board game would be like. Look it up. Rayman board game. Rayman the board game. 1 to 4 players. Oh. Oh, you can play the game right now if you wanted to, Roses. It's on Tabletopia. This looks really adorable, huh? I'd be down to play Rayman the board game. Looks like a good time. Also, Rosa, since it seems like you know about Rayman, what's the lore on why Rayman has no limbs? Like Rayman just arm, feet, no legs, no arm. Like I mean, that's just hands and feet. Like Rayman has no legs or arms. Is there like a lore explanation for that? Do you know by any chance? Like I've always appreciated that about Rayman, but now as an adult, I'm like, what happened to your arms, bro? Why you got no arms, bro? Oh yeah. Otherwise, what else is going on? What's also funny is it seems like people are calling the new God of War with the God of War wife. They're calling it Mom of War, which is pretty funny. I've never noticed that Rayman had no limbs. Hell yeah, Stare Hug. Oh, now I feel like I'm poking fun at them. Over here shaming Rayman. Limb shaming Rayman, that's crazy. But I vaguely remember hearing it was a mistake as he was made from magic, but there were others like him in the first game, so actually I don't remember. Okay, yeah. There was more than one Rayman? There's Raymen? But Sky says the non-lore reason is because it was easier to animate. Yeah, I figured it was probably like limitation, I would assume. Because like I know for Crash Bandicoot, I watched a whole like some crazy video about how like they developed Crash Bandicoot and how they like wrote the development for it. And they were like, we want Crash Bandicoot to look like a Looney Tune. And like that was like most like because of play yes, they wanted him to look like a Looney Tune. And they were like, because they're like so focused on like Crash Bandicoot's like different expressions like a Looney Tune character, like if I'm not mistaken, the game is like the PlayStation can only draw so many polygons at a time, and like I think 2/3 of all the polygon go to just rendering Crash Bandicoot. So they make the entire rest of what you see on a Crash Bandicoot game for PlayStation 1 with like the remaining polygons, which is like crazy. Because like then they have to make the boxes like just everything else look kind of goofy, but you don't really notice because Crash Bandicoot himself is like so high depth that you're just like you're always looking at Crash. You're like, okay, cool, but like so your eye like everything else is peripheral vision, if that makes sense. I don't know. But it's how they got Crash Bandicoot to do all like the funny faces and like the whoa and stuff like that. It was because I don't know. So like Crash Bandicoot's the opposite of Rayman in that like they were like, no, we need insane amounts of animations on Crash. So I could totally see why yeah, I don't know. That's my random code fact of the day of game development that I watched a video about. But Sky says because it was really going to be on the SNES, that's crazy. They're going to try to make a 3D Rayman game for the SNES. It's crazy. Bum, 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 bum. I love this song. Yeah, I talked to Frank. Oh, Scar says, oh, not 3D, heavens no. Okay, cool. No, okay, yeah. Because you know, Star Fox had the Super FX chip, so I was like, that would make sense if they were trying to make a 3D platformer Rayman. You know what I mean? With the Super FX chip, because I would imagine, yeah, definitely, no, get rid of those limbs, if that was the case. But even for, yeah, I could even see on SNES, like, a 2D game, it'd probably just be easier to try to rather imagine all those sprite assets. Okay, Rosa says, yeah, the lore reason was since Rayman was made of magic, the fairies that made him are missing some magic, basically, which is cool. They gave him a reason. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I love like backfilling. I mean, not that like I assume they backfilled a reason, but like, yeah, I don't know. I love like explanations that are kind of like, you backfilled that. You know what I mean? To me, it sounds like they were just like, they ran out. You know what I mean? So yeah. But no, that's adorable. I love that reason. They ran out of magic. Who is it said had to change the channels, getting angry at the hockey game? Damn. Oh no, I'm sorry. Who is it? Yeah, my buddy's girlfriend, she gets super hockey too. Like, we'll be at a Ducks game, she'll start screaming, "What are you doing? No!" She also gets mad. Oh shit, so one other idea that I don't know how to say it, I guess, but like Kimberly was like, yo, you should just look at pop culture Reddit to see what's going on. I guess Tom Holland just came out and said that he's dyslexic, dude. That's why he's like, I never hosted SNL because I'm dyslexic and I can't read the cue cards. It's like, oh no. I mean, that's not oh no, but it's like, oh wow. Spider-Man's dyslexic, dude. That's crazy. Who would have thought? But who is it says, that's the life of sports and yeah, just getting really angry at sports. This is valid for Tom Holland not reading cue cards, yeah. Yeah, I guess we got dyslexic Spider-Man, dude. Hell yeah. Not to, I hope this isn't rude to say, but we got dyslexic Spider-Man before GTA 6, dude. That's crazy. But yeah. I'm so sorry, that's me. I think I low-key, not to make it okay, but low-key I do be having hard trouble. I mean, you could tell. Sometimes I read chat like completely weird. I think I also gotta look into my brain for dyslexia, because I swear sometimes I'll be reading stuff and I'm like, no, look. But also it might just be me reading too fast. Zaku, fun fact, I'm actually dyslexic. Oh, sick, I didn't know that. I mean, next time we hang out, Zaku, can you explain it to me? Because low-key, I've considered like going to a doctor to talk about it, to like figure it out. Because I talked to NetNavi about this like years ago. About how like, yeah. But I don't know if it's just because I've like looked at screens my entire life. That's like might be the reason, or if like, yeah. Zaku said that. Who said, "Oh, sick." I'm sorry, Zaku. I mean, I don't know. But I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But you know, I do want to talk to you about it because I'm genuinely like, I don't know anyone that I'm like close enough with to be like, yo, can I talk to you about it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sorry, Zaku. But Thibio says, when it comes to directions, I'm directionally dyslexic. I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, I dated someone who, a lot of times she would be like, give me directions as I was driving, and she'd be like, turn left. And the last thing would be like, oh, I meant right. And I'm like, no, I can't undo it now. But yeah. Thibio said, yup. Yeah. Yeah, happens to the best of us, dude. No worries. And who's it says, TBH, we're all dyslexic with something. That's valid, yeah. Yeah, we all got our own little quirks. For sure. Oh my god, I'm so glad I opened the door. The cats are sleeping, so they're not going to eat Jermaine. It was so hot in here, dude. Yeah, it was like 103 today, I want to say. So I still got like another 20 degrees before summer hits. Oh, and so but you have a PS Vita, right? How hard is that to hack? Are those pretty easy to jailbreak? Any chance do you know? Yeah, let me I finally I think we have enough CDs now that I can start packing orders for real. Or actually, I should probably just keep making CDs, I'm not gonna lie. Who's over here? Yeah, we'll stream for like another 30 minutes too. Zakro, I'm so sorry I said oh sick. That's crazy. And Zakro says, if you like, I really want to know. If you like, I really want to know what's up with my journey growing up. Being dyslexic, hit me up when you have time to talk. But the conversation is definitely not going to be fun. All right, for sure. No, I would be interested to hear, like, genuinely interested, yeah. But like, if it's like a whole journey, I probably don't want to self-diagnose myself. But I'm still, you know, me my dogs. I'm trying to hear about your life. But hell yeah. And Simply Dell says, not hard at all. Generally load up the browser, get the needed URL, let it do its thing. If the memory card, you're okay, sick. So it's just as easy as like the OG PSP. That's sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, because Reddit was like, you should check out the Vita Hack subreddit. And I'm like, oh. Roses the Hydra. I got you, Roses. But actually, another thing, I'm doing all my astrology stuff. I learned a lot about Albert Einstein. That was like the latest person I had to learn about. So I low-key ran a YouTube to watch. So I was like, let me just figure out another cheap source of learning the stuff I already know. But I am learning new things, so I'm pretty excited about that. Anyways, but so I learned the entire biography of Albert Einstein. And he's a pretty interesting dude, I'm not gonna lie. No, it's like duh, but like I didn't know what's wild is if I'm not mistaken, I think he dropped out of high school and his parents were like, dog, what are you doing? He was like, I'm smarter than everybody, watch. And then just like completely ended up having to go back to high school at some point because he was like too cocky. And then he ended up getting like a job at like, I think like processing patents, but like all the physics stuff was the stuff he did in his free time, which is kind of crazy. And then like people used to come to the patent office and be like, yo man, you the guy that wrote the general theory of relativity? And he was like, yeah. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you should like be teaching at a school somewhere. He's like, I know, right? But yeah. And somebody else says, I want to say it's hard to brick the Vita while doing the process, but if anything, do a watch through, then follow along. Okay, sick, yeah. Yeah, usually that's what I do is I'll just go on YouTube and look up like a little like how to jailbreak. But sick, okay, yeah. It's like one of my like, I don't know. You'll know I'm making money off these free CDs the second I own a PS Vita. I'm not gonna lie. And Starhawk says, wasn't he dyslexic as well? I don't know. Yeah, he might have been. They didn't mention it in the little like biography thing I watched about him. Dyslexia. It's highly debated if he's dyslexic or not. Stare hug. But yeah, they said he did like start speaking late, and yeah, and he found like he struggled with like memorizing stuff and stuff like that. It was trippy. But yeah, based on like the stuff I watched, it's like it was less that he was dyslexic, and the way they described it was more that just like he spent a lot of time like thinking before he did anything. So like even like before speaking, he would like think like what am I trying to say? And like, and let me make sure I say the exact right thing I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So he was a late speaker because, yeah. And they said like once he did start speaking, he would always speak in like perfect English. It was never like a goo goo gaga, like, you know what I mean? Let me eat some shark. Like, this wouldn't make sense. He'd always be like, oh yes, mother, I would like the. You know what I mean? Like, are you talking like a grown man? All of a sudden, but yeah. But somebody that says, "Oh, the Anthor got on AliExpress too." Oh, okay, sick. Yeah, I've heard of the Anthor. Sounds looked pretty dank. Not gonna lie. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, you'll know the second I'm making actual money Groovy Kaiju when I own the PS Vita, because I wanted one for so long, but it just isn't in my budget right now. It would be like a dumb thing to buy for myself right now. Even though I want one hella bad. But Vinny, yo, hell yeah, Kaiju's still alive. Just got a message from my old friend from high school. Haven't talked to him in 5 years. He used to produce for me. Oh, sick, dude, hell yeah. Yellow here, and low-key one of my buddies from high school just messaged me on one of my, or not messaged, but he commented on one of my posts like, yo man, like, thank you for like sharing this info about art, because I've been like starting art lately and it's been cool to hear it from you because we like grew up together. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it's good to, you know, see how your high school friends are doing. Or my high school buddy. Well, I guess, yeah, we were like buddies. What's it called? She went to BTS recently and I was like, damn, that's sick. You know what I mean? I like seeing what all my friends from high school are doing. I'm like, dang, dude. We went to high school together. But Sarah says, E equals MC squared. Oh, sick. No, for real, yeah. What's crazy is, oh, real quick, yeah, so before I go back to Einstein, Simply Does says, absolutely worth it. Hopefully you won't pick up one that has a stick drift. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for that. I didn't know Via's got stick drift. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Yeah, one of these days. I definitely want one. But yeah, for the thing that was like most trippy about, that I learned about Einstein, is that at first a lot of his like physics stuff was like, oh, well, you could see in the natural world, this does that. But after a certain point, he was like, bro, I ain't gonna go outside anymore. Because I guess what he would say is that he was like, I no longer try to look for my like equations in the natural world. I just look at them and I just like feel if they're beautiful or not. And if it's beautiful, then I know it's probably gonna work. And they were like, what are you on, bro? You know what I mean? What do you mean by that? So yeah, so I guess that was like Einstein's like secret sauce, is that he was like, no, I could just feel when an equation's right because it looks beautiful. It's like, what? So yeah. So I thought that was really interesting. He was like, look, because I feel like that way about music. I'm always like, if it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't care if I use the right side chain. I don't care if I'm supposed to do this or that. If it sounds good, dude, it sounds good. But he was the same way with physics. He was like, look, man, if the equation looks right, it looks right. It's like, what? So yeah. So it was like an art to his genius, which is kind of crazy. But also what's crazy too is I found out he didn't believe in quantum mechanics. He was like, he spent like the rest of his life after quantum mechanics was invented, like trying to disprove it. But he never could. So yeah. And he had a sister too, I found out. It's like, dang. But yeah, but I don't know, Albert Einstein's super random. But it's pretty cool. I didn't know all these things about him. Oh, he was just some dude. And what was cool though too is I found out that like he actually like ended up sending a letter, I think to like the president at the time, like, yo man, don't mess around with this atomic bomb stuff, because like, or he just told him like, hey man, watch out for nuclear physics. Like, please don't try to use them for a weapon. They're too powerful. And of course the US government was like, too powerful, you say? You know what I mean? And it like backfired a little bit, but yeah. He like signed a petition like, please don't do this. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, what else is going on? Let me check this real quick. Oh yeah, does anybody here skate? Did y'all see that? Super sad, but Mark Johnson passed away. Y'all familiar by chance? That was like in the skate community. We lost one of our legends. It was pretty sad. I was giving my buddy Trey. I was like, dude, fully flared Mark Johnson. Pretty sweet Mark Johnson. But they never said how he passed. It was kind of sad. But yeah. But good news though, I'm going to. I know Zaku, fucking A, man, dude. Yeah, all of us skaters, we're mourning low key. But in I guess more positive news, I'm going to a convention on Friday. I'm pretty stoked. Like, oh, and well, I guess this is more important. But Zaku says Louis Barletta did say he was sober when he saw him last. Yeah, that's the thing. They never said like how he passed. They just, you know what I mean. So I don't know if it was like a drug thing or if like it was like self-inflicted or, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's like a bummer that like, yeah, Rose, rest in peace for real, yeah. But in yeah, Rose, have fun at the con. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. So the thing that's weird is that it's kind of like a convention for like all fandoms. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they were like, yo, we do comics, video games, anime, everything. Like we're a fandom for everything. So it's kind of goofy. So like you'll see like, I don't know, like, because there's not one theme, it's everyone just dresses up as whatever. Last year I did dress up, but I have my Static Shock costume in the closet, so I'm gonna go with Static Shock this year. It's like my go-to, like, easy cosplay. So I'm excited for that. But they've been running ads to everyone out here for the con, and I guess John Cena's gonna be there, dude. I'm super hyped. I don't know if I'm gonna see him, but I hope I like walk past him. Like, oh shit. Well, I don't know if I can see him, because can you see John Cena? I'm not sure. But Zaku said, even if you do end up achieving sobriety, drugs really mess up your body. So the likelihood of his body is being worn out and also having medical issues. Yeah, probably it could be that, dude. Yeah. Because even if like you get off of drugs, like they kind of do stick with you for a lifetime. Who is it? Said my mom had to update me on the game and the hockey game, and it's tied. Dang, yeah, they're gonna go into overtime for sure. That's crazy. I'm glad you got my joke, Zaku. That fool said, I don't know if I'm gonna see him. Yeah, exactly. It's John Cena, dude. I might walk right past him, not even see him. You never know. I'm glad you caught that joke. Also, one thing I did sad about the doctor's appointment, well, it's not sad, but the doctor was like, yo, you got to get this probiotic. It has 60 billion CFUs, whatever that means. But it's a lot of them. And I try to find, but they come in pill form. Skyer. Skyer says John Cena's last name is pronounced as C-nah for a reason. That's funny. Yeah, Rosis Lamau. Well, I forgot I was gonna say funny Skyer. I also like watching you ever see the memes of John Cena like talking about eating ice cream, but he can speak Chinese, so it's like hella funny. And unfortunately Zaku, but I think John Cena at some point ended up doing did he do like an Instagram live where he was like, I am sorry for calling Taiwan its own country. Please forgive me, China. And it's like, John Cena, no. That was very unwrestler of you. Yeah, the Bing Chillin' video? Yeah, dude. What's wild is for the Future Funk shows that Yoitoki runs, I know in Yoitoki SF, there was this one guy they used to always bring I forgot what's the Chinese guy? I mean, Chinese guy. The Emperor, not Emperor of China. The leader of the Communist Party in China. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot his name. Xi Jinping, oh my god. Yeah, so there used to be a guy that used to Zaku Mao, but the current one. So it was a guy who used to Photoshop John Cena's face on Xi Jinping, or it might be Mao, but it was like John Cena photoshopped on top of his face, and they would just bring a giant picture of John Cena, communist John Cena, to all the Yoitokis in San Francisco. So the homie Agnos used to always take a picture of that one guy on every show, and I guess guys from Yoitoki didn't understand it, and they're like, why does he do this? He's like, because it's funny. And they're like, what's funny about it? So Agnos had to break down why. Okay, it was Mao, Zaku, my bad. Yeah. But and John Cena's a coward for that. Yeah. No, for real though. Very unwrestler. But yo, Corbin, dude, thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Tuesday? Thanks for stopping by. But so they used to bring that that John Cena meme to all the Bay Area Yoitoki shows. And I hope life is treating you well as well, Corbin. How's your Tuesday? Yeah, life's treating me good. I'm chilling. I need some orange chicken french fries after this, probably. Feed the cats. And Rosa says, not gonna lie, I got confused to a point. That confusion was why it was funny to me. Yeah. No, for real. It is one of those just it's so absurd that it's funny. I have a very absurdist sense of humor. I like laughing at absurd things. And Corbin says, love the music, bought 2 of your album. Hey, dude, thank you. Yeah, I think if you bought it in the past few days, I think I shipped it out, literally dropped off the post office this morning, or earlier today. So I think it's on the way, or it's in this stack of orders. Yeah, it'd be, so I think I already shipped it out, but yeah, or it's in this stack, but yeah. But thank you for the support, Corbin, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you supporting my stuff, dude. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, what we're talking about. John Cena. Yeah, my little brother was a big John Cena fan. And have you ever seen the meme where it's some guy prank calling some mom, and he's like, hello ma'am, do you support our troops? And she's like, oh yeah, of course. He's like, well, you should buy tickets to this weekend's SummerSlam where our US Army veteran John Cena takes on The Undertaker. It's pretty funny. And Corbin says, chillin', having a smoke and a drink, but I bought your shit over 2 years. Oh, it was 2 years ago. Oh, my bad. Monster Tape 0? Yeah, well, thank you, Corbin. I'm glad to hear that you're still, like, stoked on it to this day. Enough to, like, stop by and say what's up. Glad to hear that you're smoking and drinking, having a good old time. And, Zaku, keep showing support. Eventually he'll super appreciate it. Lavelle. You know what I mean, Zaku. And, Simply Dale knows the John Cena thing I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Starehug says, what's your favorite comedy show or, movie? Oh, that's a tough one. Comedy show or movie? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm sorry, Starehug, I'm not trying to avoid it. I'm trying to think. Like, the last comedy movie I watched that I, like, really liked. They don't really make comedies anymore, dude. So it has to be, like, way back. So let me get back to you. What's your favorite, Starehug, while I think about mine? And Corbin says, Monster Tape 0 is what I place in my truck. Dude, I'm glad to hear that you're still bumping my tunes in your truck. That's what's up, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's bumping in there, too. But yeah, favorite comedy show or movie? No, I mean, I used to like it as a kid. But Waterboy with Adam Sandler, that's a pretty good one. Starhug, I like how the lady said, we will never watch wrestling in this house again. I went my house before. Yeah, Starhug, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just saw that again through the night. We will never have wrestling in this house ever again. Step Brothers is the best low-key, and it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Heck yeah. The Step Brothers is hella good. I like super random, but I love like the nachos he makes in the beginning in the microwave. I'm always like, dude, those microwave nachos came out looking hella good. Ever watched Little Nicky? No, I have not seen that, Corbin. What's up with Little Nicky, dude? Oh, I like Austin Powers a lot too. Low-key, it might be Austin Powers. No, dude, it's Rush Hour. Easy Rush Hour, dude. I love Rush Hour, dude. Rush Hour is my favorite comedy movie. Easy. Bruh, great movie. Corbin, yeah. What's cool is, since I was living in LA for a little bit, dude, I went to the Chinese food place where, they actually have the one scene. I don't know, there's like a few scenes filmed at this Chinese food place in Chinatown, LA. Like, it's on like a giant banner. It's like, we filmed Rush Hour here. Yeah, I mean. But I love Rush Hour. And Little Nicky, I should, okay, feature me when I watch the VOD, look up the movie Little Nicky to watch, because Corbin says it'd be right up my alley. And Rosa says, hell yeah for Rush Hour, Vidal. Hell yeah. Hopefully there's a 4 in the movie. I know Chris Tucker keeps going, we're working on Rush Hour 4, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And then like nothing ever happens. I'm like, Chris Tucker, no, please. That being said though, I don't know if they would get away with it these days, because like the jokes back then were like kind of crazy racist to both black and Asian people. Like everyone was catching strays in that movie. I don't know if they, it was very 90s. I don't know if they can get away with stuff like that these days. And Last 20 says, bro, I just watched the Backrooms. It's good, bro. Yeah, I had a lot of people tell me about how Backrooms is going to be dank. And yeah, I just can't do scary movies. But that's cool you like Last 20. And I heard it's not like scary, it's more of a thriller, but dude, I just can't. I can't. It's too scary. Hey,
New
Seth.
merch order from Seth.
Thank you, Seth. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now. And Zaku says Little Nicky is dope. Heck yeah, dude. And Corbin says, saw Backrooms with the bros. It was good, especially the sets. Hey, heck yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, if I could handle scary movies, because I feel like all the movies that come out these days that are good, like in theaters, are all scary. I just can't do any of them. That and like anime movies, actually. I like going to anime movies. I want to say it's the jokes that makes the movie funnier, but yeah, I get you there. Yeah, on Rush Hour or it's scary. I guess Rush Hour. Yeah, it is the jokes that makes it really funnier. Yeah, there's no way, dude. Rush Hour 4 would get canceled so fast. So I don't know if it'll be as good because like the writing would be way different. Because so much of the jokes did kind of rely on like, hey, I'm Chris Tucker. Look at me. I'm black and I'm in China. Whoa. You know what I mean? Or like, hey, look. Yeah, I don't know. And Corbin says, not scary, more thrill. Yeah, exactly. Even The Shining, dude. I don't know. I don't like The Shining either. I don't know. I don't like the little girls at the end of the hallway. I don't like the axe thing. I can, some thrillers I can do, but you know what I mean? I don't know. And Rosa says, I like horror that doesn't rely on big shocks or jump scares. Natural horror if it makes sense or unsettling things. Yeah, Rosa, I'm the same. I think it's more jump scares that I absolutely hate. Like, as soon as a jump scare happens, I'm like, nope, all right, get y'all around, peace. Yeah, I'll just straight up leave. You know what I mean? So yeah. But it's even then, like, and I can't handle, like, unsettling horror. But even then, I'm like, I don't know, because I'm going to bed, and I'm like, I don't like this. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Starhawk says 21 Jump Street was funny. Yeah, 21 Jump Street was pretty funny. I like that movie. I thought it was pretty dope. And Subido says, for backrooms, I want to try it, but I just don't want to be jump scared. Yeah. That's the thing, is that, like, you know what I mean? And like, you can't ever get like an honest review of like, is there any jump scares at all? And they'll be like, nope. And like, of course, they'll be like, what happens in like the first like 15 minutes? And it's like, bruh. So what do you mean it's a jump scare? It's not a jump scare to me. What do you mean that's scary? Calm down. It's like, no, dude, I don't like this. I don't know. And Corbin says, Perfect Blues are pretty good horror. Dude, Sushi Ninja gave me their own Perfect Blue drawing. Yeah, Perfect Blue wasn't scary to me. It's more that it's animated. It's more like real life, I don't know, like filmed. So I can handle like a scary movie if it was like animated. Because then I'm like, okay, I'm watching like a cartoon, I don't know. You know it's anime, but you know what I'm trying to say. But with like live action, then I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And who is it says, went back to channel flipping after the night scored, so the mood is ruined. I'm sorry, who is it? I'm sending your team my blessings. They got this. We just gotta believe. And Corbin says, bro, y'all ever remember the movie 9? That was trippy, like a Tool video? No, I've never seen the movie 9, dude. I do like Tool videos, though. I can't even play it off when a jump scare happens because I legit jump on my seat. No, I'm the same way, dude. I'm the exact same way. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do the same thing. I don't know, sometimes, dude, I'm like, I don't know, I could be a jumpy person. So I even go on like a walk, like around my apartment complex every morning. You know, people like have their dogs, they just like let them like hang out in the patio or something. If I don't see the dog, all of a sudden I just hear like like a dog bark at me. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm like this like big old like 6'2" dude. So I'm like, I probably look ridiculous right now. But yeah, I can get jumpy. But Skyr says, I never cared for movies that rely on jump scares. It's the cheapest form of horror, and those kind of movies tend to cheap out in other areas as well. Yeah. No, you're spitting. You're spitting, Skyr. And Corbin says, watch 9. It's a banger. All right, sick, yeah. Well, I rewatched all the VODs, so I'm going to write down these movie recommendations, dude. Thank you, Corbin. Rosie says, I flinch but never yell. The exception to that is my cat scaring by sneaking up on me, Lamau. Oh, Panda. Oh, no, Panda. That's funny. Yeah, I never make a noise, but I do, like, flinch. Oh, my God. And Corbett says, seriously, it's a masterpiece? All right, yeah, I got you, dude. Don't worry. I got you. Okay. Yeah, what else? I also like Happy Gilmore. I don't know, all the comedy movies I used to watch, those are all like older ones. Just because I don't know, they really don't make comedies like that anymore. I even looked up like comedy movies, and like all of them are from like the 2000s and 90s. I like the Scary Movie series. I'm stoked that came in theaters. I had a buddy that invited me to go see it on Thursday, but low-key. This is one like astrology influencer, and she was like, I'm gonna host a meet and greet. And I'm not like a big, like I'm not like a super like, oh my god, this stuff is so cool. But I don't know, there's like no events like that near me, so I'm like, I might go just to meet other people. So I might be busy Thursday, so I'm debating. I'm gonna go see a Scary Movie on Thursday. And Corbin says, homies, I'm trying to build a Library of Alexandria of movies. That's sick. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. Oh, what's a low-key movie? You ever watched Hesher, Corbin? There's a movie called Hesher, like Hesher. I've never heard anyone else ever talk about it, but it was a pretty good movie. So that's my recommendation for you. I watched it after I hurt my tailbone snowboarding, and I was like stuck back at the cabin with nothing to do. My buddy's parents were like, oh, we downloaded this movie called Hesher. It's pretty good. And I watched it and I was like, hey, it's actually pretty dang good. And Skyer says, I think my favorite comedy movie is The Bye Bye Man, an absolute joke of a horror film that fails on every level and is laughably bad. I'll have to check that out too, Skyer. Do y'all like The Room? Speaking of like laughably bad movie. But Corbin, nope. Hesher? No, it's Hesher, like Hesher. I don't even heard of the term Hesh. Like, oh, bro, that was Hesh. Like it's a skate term. But yeah, Hesher is a pretty good movie. It's pretty low key too. But Skyer says, The Room is worth watching one time then burning afterwards. Yeah. Honestly, I love The Room. I watched it once with a NetNavi, and I thought it was great. I mean, like, the movie's bad, but it's like, it was like my favorite movie to laugh at ever. There are parts where he's like, what are you, chicken? Chip, 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 chip. I love that. Oh, Lamau. My bad, Skyer. Skyer was talking about The Bye Bye Man. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I'll check it out then. I'm totally down to watch it one time and then burn it. And Corbin says, oh, you also snowboard? I've been boarding since the first grade. Yeah, dude, I love snowboarding. I have everything except the snowboard, so I still rent my board. I've been meaning to buy one for a while. Just, gotta keep saving up money. But one of these days, I'm just gonna get one from Craigslist or something. But Colorado Wolf Creek is my go-to place for snowboarding. Sick. Yeah, I just moved out to Phoenix. I know we have Snowbowl up north, so I keep wanting to plan a trip to like go up to Snowbowl, hit the slopes there. But I used to snowboard a lot in Big Bear and like Mountain High and stuff. Those were like my go-tos growing up. My buddy's parents used to take me, and as an adult, I used to go to Mountain High with a NetNavi. But who it says, and that's why I never watch horror movies no matter how bad they are. Yeah, I feel you on that. Because sometimes it's just worth burning afterwards. Dun, 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 dun. And Corbin says, I need to buy a board. I still rent like a limo too. Yeah, no worries. I mean, rent is not bad because boards are expensive. Like all the snow sports, and like you have to be a gabillionaire to get into them. Like it is very much like a nepo baby sport. Not gonna lie. I mean, like not nepo baby, but like, yeah, your parents got money. If you can go snowboarding. Or if you own your stuff and you go snowboarding, to be clear. But yeah, because I think a snowboard is like $2K just about, like a good one. But I got, and like boots I think are like $300-$400, and then you need like the jackets and all that, and like yeah, it's wild. Like to get like started snowboarding, like to own all the gear, probably like close to like $4,000 these days. It's crazy. Like, would you rather go snowboarding or own a car? You know what I mean? And Stairhug says, I have a picture of Tommy Wiseau, the guy who played Mark. Yeah, dude, that's sick. Yeah, I dated someone who met Tommy Wiseau. And didn't Zaku, I think Zaku told a story once about how Tommy Wiseau used to go to his Whole Foods or something. And Corbin, I broke my collarbone. And Keystone, I was like, dude, that's brutal. Breaking your collarbone's tough. Boarding too hardcore. Yeah, it really can, yeah. Snowboard, you can get messed up. Yeah, that's brutal. Breaking your collarbone's different, dude. And Zaku says, I have a bunch of goofy ass stories about Tommy Wiseau. Yeah. Yeah, everyone I've ever heard that, you know, what's it called? You speaking of the room, everybody, so they used to live in LA. Like, Tommy Wiseau is just kind of like around. He'd be out, you know, just in the streets, he'd be outside, you know what I'm saying? So I have like all kinds of friends with like random Tommy Wiseau. All of them are like, yeah, it's always awkward experiences with the guy. Everyone says, I thought, you know, boards are about $300 insane. Yeah, I know, yeah. It's way more expensive than you would think. And Corbin says, not really. My old man bought his shit early 2000s when shit was still under 3,000. Yeah. I was like to get stuff before it got expensive. Yeah, like what's a, I don't know. What's a Zeb Powell Burton board cost? Yeah, low-key, I want to be Zeb Powell when I grow up. Feel like the coolest dude. Oh my god, yes, I don't care. Oh, he's only 5'6"? Dang, I didn't know he was short. It doesn't change anything, but I was just like, oh wow. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, Roses, you are right. If you, a discount board is $300 if you're lucky. Well, it's $400, I take it back. So it's about $600, yeah, for the board. But I've seen, I think my buddy's parents got like a special board that was like $2K. Yeah, okay, no, I was kind of off. Your average snowboard from Burden's like $500, it looks like. Ah, but this one, Burden Mystery Deep Thinker Camper Snowboard, 1.3K. Normally $18.90. Okay, see, I wasn't wrong. But they can go down to like 500. Yeah, so the cheapest you're getting a board is $500, but they go up to like $2,000. Zaku says, fuck, Tommy Wiseau. No, I feel that, yeah. I haven't heard great things about him. So, yeah, and boots are like $500. And then you have the binding, the binding's another $500. So the board doesn't even come with the thing you put your shoes in. Like, that's just the piece of wood. I was saying that, I think it's like fiberglass. But, no, I saw it, Zaku. I saw your message, don't worry. But have you ever heard of Orca boards? I have not heard of Orca boards, Corbin. But I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm such a Zeb Powell stand. I'm gonna get a Burden. Zeb Powell was like one of my favorite athletes of all time. And Corbin says, that's crazy. Yeah. And Zaku says, but that fool that shot the movie with him in real life is a little bitch. Damn. Oh, I didn't see that one. That's crazy. Use the exclamation point. That's a comedy. That's wild, yeah. Yeah, the whole, yeah, I haven't heard anything great about the people that made the room. Like, everyone kind of involved was maybe not the greatest human being. All right, cool. So we got one CD left, and I think we'll call it here because I gotta clean this cat litter box, which is gonna be oh so exciting and fun. But I'm messing around. Yeah, I gotta clean my cat litter box, feed them, feed myself, and then probably actually pack orders. But Corbin says Sean White. Sean White's your favorite snowboarder? Because I'm ginger and everywhere I go, people say I look like him. Dude, my favorite Sean White. Have you seen the one where he's like, I think after he won like his first ever X Games gold, or I think gold medal in the Olympics, something like that. But he was like 17, and he's on the news, and the girl's like, "Oh, Sean White!" Like, the news anchor's like, "Aren't you so excited you won? Like, what'd you do to celebrate?" He's like, "Yeah, we went back on the plane, popped some bottles. There was girls. It was awesome." And the what's it called? The news anchor was like, "Popping bottles? Aren't you 17?" And he was like, I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby." It's hella funny. But yeah, that's cool though. And do you look like Sean White before or after he cut his hair? You got like the long, like Sean White hair. But honestly, that's not a bad person to be compared to. Sean White, you know, it seems like a pretty cool dude. I've never seen a post that was like anti-Sean White, you know what I mean? I don't think Sean White got beef with anybody. There's much worse people to be compared to, so yeah. And Corbin says, "Thanks for the nostalgia that was all over YouTube." Yeah, I've never seen that all the time. I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby. Which is like the most extreme sports athlete thing to ever say. And Corbett says, "Before, because I'm long hair." Okay, sick, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Sean White's long hair was like iconic. That's how like most people, I think, imagine him. His like long hair, in his long hair form. All right, y'all, well, I'm packing stuff down because I gotta go feed these cats. Yeah, we gotta make a thumbnail. What was the thing? Oh yeah, orange chicken. Orange chicken French fries. I don't have any. I'm gonna make the French fries right now, so I can't. I can probably grab my leftover orange chicken and put that in a thumbnail. Ugh. Dude, I've been standing for like 3 hours. I can't wait to sit down. Damn, XXX tricky, bruh. Heck yeah, dude. Good night, Corbin. Yeah, I'll catch you around, dude. Yeah, I'm about to make a thumbnail real quick and then we'll call it. Hey, Roses. Good night, everyone. Take care. Gonna enjoy some papaya. It was just cut today. Enjoy the food. Hey, thank you. Enjoy the papaya. I still haven't tried any. I need to. Ugh, my knees. Oh my god. All right. What are we gonna do for the thumbnail? What do I have in my closet? We're talking about snowboarding a bunch. Can I grab my snowboard boots? Oh yeah. Oh, I guess if you're still watching, let's see. I guess the last story I have is okay. I got one boot. Now I got two boots. Oh my god. Ugh. So what was sick, dude, is we're still watching Corbin. I what's it called? Rented some boots once at a place, and I wear size 13, and they were like, "Oh, you wear size 13, dude? We happen to have these size 13s that like are used." It was like literally a bunch of spider webs on them. He's like, "Bro, I'll sell you these for $10," and I was like, $10? He's like, "Yeah, there's a bunch of spider webs on them, but like they work." And I was like, "Dude, for $10, like what do I got to lose, really?" And these are now my snowboard boots. Normally they would be like, you know, like $1 billion, but I got for 10 at a rental place because they were like, "Yeah, we, you know, they're all scratched up now, so we can't rent them out anymore. So if you want them, $10." And I was like, yes. And now they're my boots. So yeah. And Zaku says, "Peace, hit me up about the call for." Okay, for sure, I got you, Zaku. Do a thumbnail of you screaming "peace out." Yee. Oh damn, 13. Yeah, I got big feet. Did a spider move into the boots during the time? I think so. Who is it? Low key, I like shook them out and everything. They never got bit by a spider, but yeah, like pretty much the laces right here were all like spider webbed up. A bunch of spider webs on them. So I just like blow them off, check out the boots, and yeah, thankfully I never got bit. But yeah, we're screaming with the boots. Ah! Ah! But Corbin says, I'm a wide foot hobbit. Motherfucker, I feel you on that, yeah. Here, let me see if I can hang these back. I probably should end the stream first, dang. I'll just leave these right here. This is doing too much. Actually, I can fit them. I can fit them. Okay, we got one hooked on. To hook on one more. My bad, y'all. I need to stop the stream. Well, I guess you're just listening to Ichi Mafia, which isn't. Could be worse things. That'd be. You could have the stream on for. Lamau. Oh, I got him hooked back on. Let's go. Okay, cool. All right, y'all, but I'm gonna catch y'all around. Catch you around. Wait. Right quick, DM, any new shit I buy on CD? What? Oh, Corbin, I don't know what you mean. My bad, but if you want, I have my email on my Instagram bio, Corbin, and we could talk about it there. I'll get back to you ASAP. But I gotta go feed my cats. My bad, Corbin. But Skylar, I'll catch you around. Who is it? Ciao. Catch you around. Who is it? Subidale. You guys have a good week. See you in the next one. Yeah, see you Sunday, dude. We'll be streaming again Sunday. Catch you around Zaku. Catch you around Roses. Catch you around. Who is it? Catch you around Skyer. Catch you, and that's everybody. I think. Oh, catch you around last 20. I think that's everybody. If I missed you, catch you around. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, see you Sunday if you're free Sunday. All right. Oh, let me close these. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I catch you around soon. All right, peace. Take it easy.